We don't do hate. We don't do politics. Let's see who shows up. Alice, good morning, brother. How you doing, brother? Good God, I hope you're not as cold where you're at. Jeez, 5 degrees. Oh, ah, oh, that's a no thank you going out there today. Yeah, no joke. Not even feels like. I hope where you're at, it's a little better than. That's that's bad. I mean, it takes a lot for me to walk out and just walk right back in and say, "Nah, not happening." That's what happened. I was a quick walk back in, door shut. Oh, he's good, man. He's good. He's at the folks' house, helping. My son is helping to keep their house free of ice and snow, and I hope you've been doing good and life is treating you decently. And yeah, it's he definitely liked his first big snowfall, that's for sure. And it's but he also likes the wood stove they have, so go figure. You have any good plans coming up this week or weekend? Or I hope you're not as cold as this. This is crazy. Like, oof. Gotta keep this hot coffee going, as it's brutal. Oh, nice. An AA 300, 700 series. Those are awesome, man. What materials are you using? Hey, Daniel, how you doing? Happy Tuesday. I hope you're enjoying Cali right now, because man, the East Coast is no joke, brother. Damn, it is brutal. Quick walk right back in. Forget that 5 degrees. What's up, Min Jim? Thank you very kindly. How are you doing today? Good morning, or good afternoon, or whatever you're doing. I hope you're doing good. Your family is safe, and you are too. First page done. Nice. So you're doing? Are you doing the first page? Are you making a plan out of something like a material, or am I admittedly, Atlas, that was a Going out in 5 degrees may have caused like at least minimal, I hope, brain freeze for a second because good God, that's cold. Oh, you got to print it. Okay, nice, nice. So it's a full project. You're doing like, are you doing like from beginning till end, or like also maybe the history of that plane? Because the 300, the first time I saw it, I'll never forget it from the 200. I thought, wow, that's a beautiful plane. That's really pretty. Always have been a 777 fan, but that's stunning. In fact, do you remember what year they switched to the 300? That is gorgeous. Hey, Amjad, how you doing, man? Nice to see you this cold morning. Oh, second page. Okay, so is it like a print and written copy? But no, Amjad, I hope you're doing all right, and keep going at what you're doing, my man. Keep doing what you're doing, brother. 16 pages. Wow, that's a heck of a project. Now, are you going to go throughout like the whole history too, or is it going to be more of a imagery thing? Because either way, that's cool, man. Love the 777. Love it. It's a great one. I mean, look how many that are produced and how safe it is. Its record is impeccable. In fact, that's probably one of the safest planes, just statistically or whatever you call it. Yep. Yeah, it is. I don't know what's going on in that list. Maybe it could be the bandwidth around something like that. There's a lot of power outages close by too here. I don't know about you, but a lot of people are reeling still from this the amount of ice. And hope you have any good plans coming up this. Heck, we're coming up on Wednesday tomorrow. Any good plans coming up this weekend, or getting out to do any plane spotting or anything? It's all good. Sometimes it's quiet, sometimes it's busy. It don't matter no matter what. We're just gonna be chilling. But yeah, where is everybody at? Hopefully the world is still safe, right? At least I checked. Last time I checked, it was. Hey, Mickey, how are you doing today? You out running this morning, I hope? Hopefully there's no livestock in the way. Sure, the temperatures over there are better than the 5 degrees Fahrenheit over here. Jeez. That was a quick run. Right back in the house. Good morning, everyone. Where's everybody at this morning? Everybody, the world's still safe, right? Saw a lot of people just pop on and pop off. It must be a YouTube thing. Hey, Mahari, is that correct? I hope I pronounced your name right. If not, I apologize and always want to be respectful. How are you doing this morning? Okay, good. What you up to, Mahari? And where from? In DC, it's absolutely like an ice box. I hope you're doing better. One guy hit my bike. Ouch. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. Yeah, Mickey, I was kind of wondering what happened to you. And a full recovery to you. I'm very sorry to hear that. I hope the injuries are healing and you are feeling better. I am very sorry to hear that, Mickey. And goodness gracious, glad you're all right. Jeez. That is absolutely scary and another reminder of how fast, sadly, no pun, we must be grateful every day we get up and that we are okay. And here's to you healing completely, Mickey. Oh my goodness. It's amazing how blessed we are right now just being in the present. Can't eat one myself. Yeah, Connor, it happens sometimes. I know a guy that had a bumper sticker. It was funny. It was like, I love cats. They taste delicious. Oh, man, Mickey. Glad you are, man. Seriously. Geez. You know, we must be enjoy the present. That's for sure. Oh, Crispy? He's playing in the snow with my son and parents. He's been supervising my son's snow shoveling. And good God, we got hit, man. We got hit hard with lots of ice. But seriously, stay safe, brother, and heal and be exactly who the hell you are because you're a good person and be exactly who you are. Consequences be damned. But yeah, hey Connor, that sticker is one of the funniest I've ever seen. I love cats; they taste delicious. I was like, damn, like that's warped, but it is funny. Got to have a sense of humor sometimes. Oof. Oh, hi there, Screamy. Nice to have you here. Always, we're all family here. And indeed, don't eat your cats. We won't eat your cats, Screamy. Nice to have you. How is Nebraska doing? I've always wanted to go there. And also Wyoming. Never been out that way. DC, unfortunately, is so expensive I can't leave my parking spot right now. But hope to get out west one day. or Midwest. I don't know what is considered Midwest, I guess, right? Oh God, I love that auto pop up. I don't know if you guys have this or not, but it's like your electric company puts a big thing on the top of your screen. Your bill is ready. Do I get a coupon? Do I get a discount this month? Nope. It's like we own you. Oh my God, yeah, it's true, Mickey, and you're right. Thank you. Cheers to you and your family. There is a lot of people that don't have electricity right now because of what this weather did. It's brutal. Up and down almost all the entire East Coast, Midwest. Oh my goodness, man. Bendejo, that's a heck of a way to wake up, brother. A smelly way to start a day. And Brian's in the house. Good morning, sir. Or good afternoon. Yep, 5 hours. Good afternoon. I hope you're having a nice meal and a nice tea. Afternoon, indeed. Well, have a, what do we call it? A proper afternoon. Hopefully the rain has stopped a little bit. And, this, sorry, folks, just sore. Gotta pop something here. A little while. Doesn't feel so good. But what's everybody up to today? Anything good news, bad news, indifferent? We're all here for you. Wow, that's interesting. Wow, why? I wonder why that is, Mickey. The U.S. is a carnival tent sometimes. I mean, I love it here. Don't get me wrong, but it's interesting that the U.S. seems to get a lot of the world's attention. I don't know why that is. I mean, there's so many countries. You know what I mean? Like, um, hey, Rodolfo, I love you too, brother. What you got going on today? It is weird. I've noticed that even overseas. Like, what the heck? I'm wondering if the U.S. is an experiment sometimes, like a carnival, and because it does. Oh my God, good for you, Butter. Yes, that's great, man. And you know what? Weather is crazy, but I'm like you, man. When I grow up, eventually, maybe, I want to go. I'm planning on going to the Shenandoah Valley of Virginia for that reason to just enjoy the peace. You're right. And do you find that the people out there are more authentic than say Vegas? Nothing personal, just more authentic. You know what I mean? Oh man, more British. I guess the traditional, right? The traditional weather pattern, right? But I hope you and all stay as warm as possible. Um, I will try to get out of my parking spot, Brian, and get over there because I love England despite its weather. Actually, the last time I was there, we got lucky. It was only one day of that or 2 days of that. The rest of the week and a half or 2 weeks was beautiful. We got lucky because I've seen it also. You're right. It takes. It's quite impressive. It's impressive how the weather can change there. Hey, Martin, how are you doing this morning? Peace be with you, and hope you're doing good. And if you want to get on Skype or something, let me know, man. What you up to, my man? Blessings to you, your family, and everybody. Yeah, I'd like to be out in Nebraska. I bet that's beautiful. Countryside is better than the cities. Cool. Please do, Martin, because if you can get Skype, we can squawk easy. I'm still stuck in my house, literally. Like, I can't even move the car. Snowed in. I have to wait for coworkers to get me because it's iced in. How are you and your family and everybody doing, man? My man, how you doing? And please, because Skype, we can easily do it. Yeah, the power issue. The power doesn't much, but the free. Oh, it is. In fact, you're right, Mickey. And peace be with you and your family, because I feel very sorry for the people that are out right now. I don't know what they're doing to survive. I know, hundreds of years we have lived without electricity, but to be put into an environment without it, I can't even begin to imagine. Oh yeah, there you go. Snow days, Brian. You're right. I think is it 1 inch or I forgot what the metric version is. I think is a foot of snow. So if you got 1 inch of, and that can happen there in Britain, you'd have a hell of a lot of snow. Like 7 inches, right? I think. I don't know if that would be a hell of a storm, but maybe 1 inch you'd get a foot, 2 or 2 feet. Heck yeah, Screamy. And are folks out your way affected by the storm too? Did it cast over there too? Because this winter is no joke. I mean, oof. It's one for the record books, and also for our friends up north too. They're really Cleveland has no joke, and other areas exploding trees. And yes, it's real. It's very real. The water in the tree, the maple in a tree freeze so much that they literally explode. That is a fact. It does happen. First time I ever heard about exploding trees, I was like, yeah, right. No, it's for real. It does happen in extreme cold. It's another way nature's trying to kill all of us. Because it can. It can kill trees, it can kill us. We're nothing. We're just organic matter, you know? We're all vulnerable. That's why every day we're up, we should be grateful and thankful. But yeah, how's it out your way, Screamy? Is it cold too, or what are you dealing with out there in Nebraska? Because I would like to see that. That's true, honest, beautiful living right there. And even I forgot the big city that Warren Buffett lives in looks really nice too. Oh, you missed it. You had a bad storm last year, -20. Ouch. That's the beauty right there. You got it. People help one another. They will give their shirts off each other's backs to help a neighbor. Screaming, that's exactly nothing against Washington, D.C. or other big cities, but you're right. Out in the countryside, people they care a little more. They're a little more genuine. They are more neighborly. There's a community. It's it's true. It's much nicer, and you're right. And that's actually what we should all ascribe to be like. Absolutely, 100%. What's up, Strahina? How are you doing today? Good morning or good afternoon. Nice to have you here. And man, Screamy's, it sounds like the Shenandoah Valley there, because that's the same thing down there. There's like 1,000, 2,000 people. They absolutely help each other out. Live stream, run. Night and morning both. Oh my goodness, Alexa, is it at the dawn time there? Or? Good, Strahina, and or Strahinja. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing. I'll try my best. I'm glad you're good, and I hope you and your family are great, and you're chilling, or not chilling like here, but it's freaking cold. Yes, brother, we are all 1-1. I agree 100%, Screamy. The science shows it. We are all 3% related, and we should be neighborly. We should be kind. We should be decent. We are our brothers and sisters keepers. Indeed, Strahinja, how are you doing? It's okay, me kitty. Long time no see, indeed. What have you been up to? I hope you're doing okay, and I hope you're doing well. You and your family, everybody's safe. I don't know, Alexa. I just how it rolls. Do you think I have potential for podcasting, or what do you think? I got a face for TV. Live streaming at night morning. Yep. It's actually an honor to meet y'all, because this way is amazing. We're all even more connected. Yeah, it did, Straw. Where are you coming from? Because this thing was no joke. It came in, and the hard part was, if it snows where you're at, you know what I'm talking about. Snow is not the problem. It's the ice. The ice. Every time. Can't even move the car. Like, it's impossible. Oh my God, Mickey, I would love to. And you're right. I bet that would bring up, let's see if we can pack it up, get a C-130, C-5 Galaxy, and we're going to drop it like crazy nonstop around the clock. Those damn Yanks have lost their minds. Let's do it. Oh, hey, Alexa. No, I live in D.C., but I would like to see Iowa. And I know a gentleman that came from there, and he said it was a lot more relaxed than here. I'd like to see that too. Oh, you are not kidding, Brian. Like Alaska, like the northern Canada or other parts of the world, like Siberia, it's like instant cold. Like you're right. In fact, some military guys I know talked about molecular changes of hot water and cold. It is, Strahinja, and I hope you're safe. You're not, and your family's safe. You're not dealing with this stuff because ice is absolutely frightening. Oh, nice. Okay, sorry, me kitty, but actually that's a good thing, unless it's for school. Gonna make a snow track for an RC truck. That sounds fun. That sounds a lot of fun. In fact, are yours 4x4? Oh yeah, Alexa. We got only. It's kind of laughable. We got 9 inches, I think, but for us that's like 3 feet. For anybody else, I think, because as people here panic. That's the worst part. Also, sadly, I wish more people were more neighborly and thought of their neighbors instead of buying 5 big family packs of toilet paper. You know, there's plenty to go around. People need to be more chilling. But yeah, we got hit. Cleveland, Ohio, all up and down the coast got hit. Oh, wow. Where are you at, Straw? That sounds nice. Sunny day sounds absolutely lovely. And glad you are safe because that sounds perfect. Oh yeah, snowstorm. Yeah, it can. Like the nor'easters come up from the ocean and cause really bad snowstorms really quick. What happened, Alexa, and I felt it the day before. I was like, my joints were all swollen up, but then what really concerned me was it got warm real quick. That's a bad sign. I'm sure you know that. And it came in. First snow was very pretty, and then it brought the ice. Now we're dealing with five. It's 5 degrees Fahrenheit this morning. 3 inches of snow, maybe less, of ice. Yeah, it's a mess, isn't it? And who knows, me kitty, because if it's just like here, probably, I don't think any of us are moving anytime soon right now because the ice is a real problem. Ah, Serbia is beautiful. In fact, Straw, it was an honor to chill with Serbians in Tbilisi, Georgia, and get inked, tattooed together. We had beers afterwards. Very nice guys. I'm going to try to pronounce that. Kragujevac, is that right? Is that close? I'd like to visit Serbia. In fact, I have their numbers. Let's go chill with, I'd like to chill again with the guys. I have their phone numbers and emails still. Nice folks. Kitty, let's sell the ice cube. Exactly. Let's bring the ice. Okay, everybody, get your C5 Galaxies up and let's help Mickey bring down the electric bills. Let's get our C5 Galaxies and go right now. Or C141s or what, Globemaster's kind of small, but we could do it. We could do that this morning. City. I hope I pronounced that right, Strahinja. Strahinja, is it? I want to be respectful. Ice is, I agree, Screamy, one of the most deadly forms. And also when you can't see it on the road, much love to those lost. It's serious. Ah, okay, hard to pronounce. Thank you, Stroffer. I wanted to at least give it a try. I bet you are, because all the Serbian Americans I've met, and also, I can say this, it's true. I mean, maybe it's been about 100 people, but everyone I've met has been super friendly. And getting tattooed with 4 Serbians one night in Tbilisi, Georgia, overseas was awesome. Nicest guys, man. We had a great time. We went out and celebrated our tattoos. We had never met each other, and we became good friends. We spent a couple nights out bar hopping before they had to roll back. Survival mode? Yeah, it's, I don't know, Brian. What do you think? Technology has kind of, I'm guilty too. It's made me a little weaker. I used to go out and camp and this stuff. Now, no, or maybe it's age. I don't know. DC, yes, JP. What you up to? You a local too? Because, Straw. Thank you, brother. Thank you, man. That is awesome. Yeah, man, Straw. The folks I met from Serbia were great. We went out and we partied for 2 nights in Eastern Europe. They were great. In fact, they go to, I forgot the name of the tattoo spot. I will promote it eventually on this channel because the guys that run it, those Georgian guys, are the nicest guys you'd ever meet. People come from all around the world to go there. And I was surprised how reasonably priced it was. I think my tip was heavier than the bill. You know, really nice, hardworking guys that set up their shop, and yeah, I met a lot of people from all over Europe there when I was in Tbilisi this past summer. Yeah, camping is good. Although today, Brian, nope, 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 nope. I feel sorry for the Boy Scouts if they still do it because I used to do that. Did you ever join scouting? Because we'd be out in negative-degree weather camping, and I'm like, young and dumb maybe, or young and resilient? I don't know. You know, it's brutal to be out camping in negative temperatures. It's just, eesh. Yeah, yeah, Alexa, years. I made it to Life Scout, and it was an honor. I don't know if it's still as good as it used to be. They used to let us do some really crazy stuff back in the day. We learned a lot. Earlier I was, Mickey. It's in the washer now after it got ice all over it. I'm wearing just a t-shirt for now, but I'm in the heat is on, so to speak. And I know the bill is going to be a killer, but it's yeah, yeah. We used to train at 5 degrees, negative temperatures, survival camping. We did build a lot of fires, obviously, to stay warm. But yeah, back in the day, Boy Scouts was no joke. Yes, yes. Nowadays, my son went through it for a few years and he was bored by it, and I understand why. We used to build bridges. We used to do massive hiking trips for 50 miles. We biked 180 miles in 3 days. They taught us a lot. They toughened us up too. But it was made in a respectful environment. You know, there were people that struggled with it, but our scoutmasters were really nice men and women that cared, and that made a huge difference. Oh my God, it is. Alex, for 500, I like the snowfall of America, and it'll be broadcast all over the world. Mickey, where you're at, in India, do they obsess over weather like we do? I used to think in Britain they obsessed. I went over there and I was like, it's like 1 minute report. I was like this. Oh, yeah, I don't know what's up with it, Straw. Yeah, it's kind of weird. You're right. I think it's because I'm in the DC area and we're very diverse. And admittedly, I noticed your name. I was thinking, okay, probably like Serbian or from that region. I've been around, thankfully, a while too, and age, but you're right. I don't get it why Americans do that. Oh, you're from UK. Oh, you're from Germany. No, Europe is freaking huge. So maybe I don't know. Also, I can't say much. Geography isn't what it used to be, Straw, to be honest. Growing up, I don't know about you. I'm sure you guys learn geography very well. Americans, I don't think it's even required in classes anymore. And it shows, like, if I ask, I kid you not, it's not that they're dumb, it's what they don't know. If I go to somebody and ask them where, say, Serbia is, or even Venezuela, or which was, of course, in a major operation, they're not going to be able to tell where it was. It's kind of sad, but back in the day, we had to remember every country. In fact, I'm going to do an experiment one day where I do a live, and you can smile all you want. I don't have the memory I used to. But one day I was bored at work. I think there's still 211 countries, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. Or maybe it's 187. I got 90% by being bored in a room from A to Z, writing them down. That's how hard geography used to be for us. Oh, man, Alexa, that was a great ride. I can't do it anymore. I was 17 from Washington, D.C. to a really small town called Cumberland, Maryland, right on the Pennsylvania border. And it was awesome. We got picked up on the way back with a trailer, but that was a heck of a bike trip. I mean, I can tell you this, every night we slept. All I remember is we'd get to our campsite, put up our tents, eat, and crash. Have you ever done something like that, Alexa? Because I fully recommend it. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay. So it's a hobby to you too, Star. Isn't it amazingly fun to look at where stuff in the world is? Because it's knowledge is power. Oh, no, not that. I think Alexis, let's see. I'm old, but let's see. 17 would have been 92 or 93. I'm trying to remember. God, 94 maybe? I forgot what year that was. It's back when the dinosaurs walked the earth, and they bit my bike tires every time I'd get past a certain mile marker. But I do remember the 80s, and it was a phenomenal time. It was. It really was cool. Heck yeah, Straw. It's fun, isn't it? Do you still also Look at like those computer games where you got to guess which country or guess which capital. Indeed, it's nice to have Alexa here. It's nice to have Brian here. It's nice to have Straw here, and Mickey and everybody. Oh, please do Straw. It's a circus, but it's fun. I would probably recommend. What do you think of New York, Washington D.C., Boston, or the West Coast? I haven't been there, but it's interesting. Wow, Alexa. Wow, it was definitely a different world back then. Um, it really was. It was simpler, and now it's. I guess it's complicated. It's still good, but it's different. Heck yeah, Struck. Come on over, brother. Man, we also, Washington, D.C. is extremely diverse, and I'm grateful for that because it's fun to learn from people all around the world. It really is. And even though it's a city, it's very welcoming to people of all backgrounds. And the media does us wrong. It's not as dangerous as it sounds. It's like anywhere. If you visit a country, you stay at the safe places, you're good. I've seen some interesting places overseas too, but nah, Washington, D.C., especially if you can come during the cherry blossoms from Japan. Beautiful time to see those Japanese cherry blossoms I think it's April. Yeah, it's April. Oh my God, Straw, true. The wars were awful, and I'm sorry. And I'm so sad you and your family and so many good people had to go through that. And I am so proud of y'all for it's back to good. And yeah, the media divides all of us, brother. It does. They're for ratings. They don't tell the who, the what, the where, why, and when anymore. They're all about sensationalism, about making money. And it is sad. And it affects all of us human beings. Yeah, DC, yep. Well, I don't think I'm going to rip here because I'm out in the countryside, Alexa, once my time is done here in DC. But actually, I grew up in the suburbs of DC in Northern Virginia, and it was definitely different back in the day. It was a lot more easygoing. What's up, Aviation? What you got going on, man? Hope you're doing well. And by the way, today I just wanted to say much respects to the victims of last year's plane crash in DC. Never forget. Oh, your average flight geek. I like is that your new name or an alternate channel? Because I'm still learning about alternate channels. I don't understand how it works, but maybe you could explain to a guy. What you up to, man? And that plane crash last year was terrible. It should have never happened. People from around the area warned our politicians, and yet, look what happens. Tragic. Absolutely preventable. These poor families. Nice, I like it, Aerostation. I'll try to, or Aeros Aviation. Is that Greek, perhaps? That's an interesting name. Eros sounds Greek to me for some reason. I don't know. I could be wrong on that. I'm wrong most of the time. Generally not. I've found, Alexa, that it was very stressful. In fact, I saw a lot of hate on X, and I didn't like it. It was like, I don't know how to describe it, disturbing. I'm sure a lot of them are bots, but the amount of it really was really sad, to be honest. Felt like it was a different time. Nice, I like it, Arrow. And it's Greek. Okay, cool, cool. I don't know, Arrow. I got to go F-15 or Raptor. How about you? But let's not become like what we see on social media. It is brutal. No, not really, Alexa. The only one I really like is YouTube because here you can, as you know, like there's good channels to learn. I watched 5 minutes of news on YouTube or on Newsy, or now it's bought out by I forgot who. Then I let it go. Because sadly, our media, and you've seen this, okay, there was a guy back in the day, I don't know how old you are, but Walter Cronkite told the who, what, where, when, and why. He was an honest man. Nowadays, it's about ratings. It's all about ratings and division, sadly. And I will never allow us to be divided. Old guy that knows enough to by the seat of the pants. Alexa, heck yeah. I'm definitely not tech savvy. No, my son is very tech savvy. He's 16, and man, he does stuff that I'm just like, huh? Nice area. Nice, they're fun. And which one do you like to fly the best? But gosh, I do miss the 80s and 90s, Alexa. I wish you all, if we could take a time travel, and if Brian, you're still here, do you also wish to take a time travel back and show everybody what it was like? Because it was so different. It was such a simpler world. I mean, we're more connected now, which is beautiful. But yeah, Brian. Yep. What do you think was the best part about it? Do you think it was the connections, the community, the I don't know. There's just it seems so. It's a different world now. It's not that it's bad. It's just different. Oh, the F-22 Raptor's awesome. I think sadly there's only 200 of them because of financial constraints. That is an amazing plane. Seeing that was incredible. I mean, it can turn on a dime. Oh yeah, they're both great. They're legends, Arrow. Yep, they are. And congratulations on the new channel. And I hope that's actually easier to remember. I'll try to get one of your videos up tonight. I was having trouble with the old one for some reason. I don't know why with the @ symbol. Then again, I'm of an age where it's, oh man, 70s must have been a lot of fun, Brian. I was a wee little guy then. But you're right, the 80s and 90s were different. The music was far more creative. It was a time of experimentation for music. Nowadays, the new music is made by a computer or AI. It's nothing personal. It's just the change, you know. And I think they were simpler. I think neighbors knew neighbors more. I don't know. Just kind of miss those times. Yeah, Arrow. Okay, good. I'm glad I wasn't the only one then. Yep. Arrows Aviation. Damn. Arrows, is that like, because there's also Arrows, EROS. Is the A for something else, or is that how you spell Arrows originally with the Greek? Oh, the stuff back in the day, Brian, like I was listening to literally like, what was it, Dancing in the Street by Van Halen the other day, and I was like, it's a cover, but you know what? It's fun. The new music, nothing against. I've heard some good stuff, but David Lee Roth got creative and decided to do something, and what's his name? Eddie Van Halen rocked that thing. Sadly, Alexa, if I played music, the neighbors would cry and the houses would blow up. I know how to play it loud, but you wouldn't want me to play. Do you play instruments by any chance, or showing what do you call it, a passion or a talent for that? Because if I sing or play anything, the neighborhood's gonna blow up. There are gonna be people crying in the streets. It's brutal. Hey, just chilling, DB. How you doing? Hope it's not 5 degrees down in Mississippi, and hope you and your family doing good. And everybody's good. Whatever you want to talk about, brother. What's up, my man? How you doing? Nice. That's actually really cool, Alexa. In fact, are you picking all genres or one in particular? Oh my God, movies were amazing, Brian. They actually had acting in them. David Bowie, Queen, great stuff. And you're right, it was nothing against new movies. Okay, to our young folks here, do you like the CGI stuff or not? Just curious. Because it seems like we're missing that. God, movies back in the day have a story. They have acting. They have, I don't know what you call it, that kind of flow, I guess. Oh, Japanese rock sounds, it's probably good, Alexa. Heck yeah. Pop with drums and guitar. Now, do you play all those different instruments in there? Ooh, DB, ouch. Oh, no, you got to work in an open building with wet polish? Oh my God, brother, stay as warm as you can. No, that's definitely not fun. Ouch. I hope you can stay as warm as possible and take breaks too. No joke. front of the. Oh yeah, it's pretty wild, isn't it, Arrow? In fact, the F-15 Eagle is probably it's top tier. You know. Oh my God, yeah, Brian, Ozzy Osbourne, The Time. No, yeah, none of this crap. And same, I'm not a fan. I mean, we're sounding like the old guys on the lawn. Get off my lawn. But it's true. The new stuff just sadly doesn't. Motown and Credence. Yes, Screamy. Great music. Like that's music, my brother. That's music. And did you also think, Screamy, growing up, that John Fogerty had to come from Louisiana? Like that blew my mind. I was like, what? He just has that voice. Aviation Ollie's in the house. How are you doing, sir? Oh my God, I love the F-42 Arrow. What a legendary airplane. In fact, I think it was just retired by Greece, I think, in the last year. There weren't many left, but it was used for, I think, recon flights and for, I think, observation mostly. In the computer, nice. Creating music is more of a game of permutations and combinations than logic. Interesting. So you see less math and more of a creative side, I guess. Oh man, Brian. Admittedly, and part of it is we grew up with it, so it lights up those neurons that are associated with something comfortable that we know. But have to admit, the newer stuff. I mean, they still occasionally release a good movie or song, but the computer picking the songs for us. They're now, from what I understand at least, every song is played through a computer before it's released. And it's some kind of program that the powers that be use to decide if people will like the song or not. And I don't like that. I like to be genuine. Trial and error. Trial and error, yep, Alexa, and that's a good thing. And good for you, because that's actually a very good thing to do. And I'm trying to think of the last new movie I saw, Alexa. Trying to think about it. It's called Trying to think of what the last new movie I saw was. I mean, I've seen some good documentaries and series on Netflix. I just can't. Damn, when was the last time I even went to a movie theater? Been a while. Hey, Michael, how are you doing today? And indeed, I hope you're not freezing your tail off today, because it is freaking cold, man. That groundhog better be saying early spring this year. Oh, that's a classic, Brian. Shawshank Redemption, great movie. And Morgan Freeman is phenomenal. He is so talented. Good to hear, Michael. And I hope you're not in the cold zone. It's a computer program. Nice. That's really cool, Alexa. And have you found it useful? And what was the learning curve like? Oh my God. All right. We're all moving to Michael's today. Good God. 46 and a high and a low of 24. I'm moving there, bro. That's a heat wave. Heck yeah. That sounds nice. That sounds really nice. Damn. Yeah, got to get down there somehow, brother. What area, if I visited Texas, or anybody here did, Michael, which town would you recommend? Oh, Scent of a Woman. Great one. Oh my God, anything Al Pacino does is great. Heat was a great movie too. And Scent of a Woman, I agree. That's classic. Shawshank is so good. Houston, okay, so Houston would be the first spot to go. Isn't that the biggest city in Texas? Oh my God. Barbecue time would be great down there, Brian. I've always wanted to try true. I know a lot of Texans, they brought their food here, but they say everything tastes better in Texas, and probably true. Oh, nice. 30-minute lesson on music theory? That's amazing, Alexa. Wow. That's really cool. That is cool. Maybe I'll try it once I get some time off from work this week. I'll give it a try. Thank you. Like learning new stuff. Oh, the B1 for Microsoft will be great, Arrow. Speaking of success story, the first B1A, grounded. The B1B, absolutely amazing. Oh, it is, Michael. In fact, I'd like to see it. My mom's been to Texas, to Houston, and she said she liked it. She goes with her quilting group down there, and she said it was a lot of fun. Oh, Great Escape. Oh, my goodness, Brian. Richard Attenborough, and just a brilliant man. Brilliant. Great movie. Oh my God, we're getting Bucky's right now, Michael, in what is it called? In it's a ways off in Virginia. There are two new ones. I think it's off of Interstate 81, and everybody said that I've heard mixed results. I've heard they're crazy busy, but of course they're new here. So, but I've heard the beef jerky is one of the best, and the beef brisket is delicious. But then I've heard others say, What do you think of them? Is it worth the drive? Heck yeah, Arrow. By all means, the Lancer or the Bone is awesome. Oh, it's a category of the program. Is it on an app? Um, is it if I go DAW into the store, will it be there? Oh, heck, it's nice to have you here, Michael. And also, have you seen, it was interesting, I watched 11/20/63 on Netflix. Apparently, it's about 10 years old, but it was interesting seeing like the Texas Book Depository in Dallas and some of the other stuff. Oh my God, Brian, Steve McQueen was a heck of an actor. Oh, the icy drinks. Okay, I'll give them a try, Michael, because eventually I'll be down the Shenandoah Valley. It's about an hour and a half if I'm lucky with traffic from DC. 2 hours if I'm not, or three. But there's a Bucky's also coming down. Stafford is 35 miles south of DC, or 3 hours south. And I will give it a try. I've heard, is it true there's like every type of beef jerky, like there's a wall of it? Or are my buddies playing with me? Because I never know when they're playing serious or not sometimes. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you, Screamy. Let's keep things positive and chilling. And what do you like to do, Screamy? What are some of your favorite hobbies, man? Oh, VIP movie theaters sound nice. That sounds good. Is that like, what do you call it? With like the high-end leather chairs or couches or something like that? That sounds nice, if true, because I'd like to see that. Also want to see I forgot where the Alamo is. That in San Antonio, I think. Much love to the gentleman. There's a man in San Antonio the dad has a daughter with special needs. He created, I think it's called Morgan's Wonderland. It's free for all families that have a special needs daughter or son. I think that's a great act of love right there, personally. That truly is. Ah, booth with a blanket, and yes, wow, that sounds kind of wild. I guess those are some pretty hot theater, so to speak. That sounds like a wild place. Of course, you never know. You got to be careful sometimes in those areas because, yikes, I've been down on the Baltimore block, and it's interesting. I'll tell you that. Been there for school. Nice. What's Michael? Is there like a program you're taking or something like that, or cars? Then you get Ford Tesla's computer music called DAW. One of those on the internet. Huh. Okay. FL Studio Band Lab. I'll look this up. I'd like to learn something new, Alexa, and I'm wondering if a guy with no musical talent could produce something at least semi-worthwhile, or at least passable. Ah, okay, for extra credit. And the Alamo would be interesting. How, is it smaller than everybody says, Michael? Because I've heard that. Oh, I agree with you, Brian. Every kid deserves a free meal. And I got to give the DC area one thing right. During COVID, I'll admit it, I cried. It was a happy thing. The food people that work for the schools came out and made sure that every kid had 3 meals a day. And that is an act of love because most people are afraid to go out. They don't make big money, but you know what? They did the right thing because especially kids, they shouldn't be, okay, we don't get to pick our parents or our circumstances, right? I agree with you for the nutritional needs, the mental health, and also to give every chance, a kid a chance. I agree with you 100%, yes. Paint and woodwork sounds good. Spend time with your animals, nice. You're a stay-at-home wife, okay. But that's so cool that you get to help. Oh, thank you for helping the strays too. One of the best things. Do you understand who rescued who then? That's a beautiful thing. That's really cool. And you know what? Kudos to you because that's actually awesome right there. And I'm glad that you're also finding the countryside more peaceful because it really is. Oh, nice. So the Alamo's a good size, Michael. I do want to see it. I hope one day to get out of the parking spot, if you know what I mean. That's very cool. Never touched any equipment, and you're now into it, Alexa. I'll have to try that because it sounds like it could be therapeutic, relaxing. Oh, wow, Arrow. Which one is that? Space rockets and stations? Oh, yeah, Sheep, you're right. That's one of the ones that I saw, and it was amazing. And nice to see a Sheep. And you're right. You're right. That was one of them. I think Arlington. A lot of their food workers deserve a lot of credit because during the pandemic, they braved everything, the unknown. And I think they unanimously said, we'll do it. And that shows you how much they care about kids. And that should be our number one goal in life is what about the kids? That's what it's about. Us adults are all screwed up. And I mean, adults are worth it too, but kids especially. That's pretty cool, Michael. That looks pretty awesome right there, brother. That's pretty chill. Is that that's a trophy or something? I'm sorry, I do need to go see a doctor again. You know us guys and doctors. Yeah, I'll get to it. Heck yeah, Alexa, thank you. And yeah, Michael, I'd like to see the Alamo and also miniature Morgan's Wonderland. I would like to see because it would be inspiring. A dad did all of that for his daughter and for kids around the world to come visit for free, I think is very noble, very kind. Because everyone should be able to have an opportunity. People of all abilities. KSP1. Okay. You need good mods or else it doesn't look good. Uh-oh. I'd probably build like a popsicle space station, knowing my luck. It is. Yes. It should, Brian. Food waste is a real issue. In fact, folks, the restaurants know this. The grocery stores know this. Some are very good about it. They're very charitable. Oh, thank you, Michael. Just a fun-loving guy and easygoing. Like to be with good people like you and everybody here this morning. Went to other lives. Oh, okay. Cool. Well, yeah, you're right. With lives, you never know what you're going to get. It's like that Forrest Gump. Life is a box of chocolates. Some of them are absolutely terrifying, to be honest. Did you find that too, Michael? Because I've seen some other ones, and I'm like, yikes. Heck yeah, 3D designs. It's okay, Alexa. We all have different talents. And you know what? Props for you for keeping at it, though. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing. You know what? Keep learning. Sure, is it Shamant? I hope I pronounced your name right. I always like to be respectful. Sure. I charge $50. No, I'm just kidding with you. But it's nice to have y'all here this morning. It is. Y'all are nice folks. Sadly not a pilot, Shamant. I think it's my dad's fault. He used to take us to, it was then called National Airport in D.C., and we'd listen to this radio that the pilots could talk to the control tower and vice versa and watch them land right above our heads. And I think it was that or the air shows that got me in. What about you? What got you? What was that seminal moment that literally it grabbed you? And because it does, as you know. What's up, Game for Life? Neither. Not one at all. Just a fun-loving bean counter from DC. How are you doing today? And hopefully you're not as cold as we are today. Geez, 5 degrees, 7 degrees, whatever it is now. Ain't going outside again. No shame in the game. Heck yeah, Shamant. Yep. Are you into AV? What's your favorite planes or what got you in? What literally was that moment that said, get over here, like Scorpion in Mortal Kombat, Yep, it's such a great addiction, obsession, hobby, whatever it's called. It's funny, I gotta get the posters framed eventually of all the military aircraft from World War II and modern ones. Nice. What is it like to be 13 in 2026, Shamant? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're succeeding. And are you considering a career in aviation? It's -3. Ouch, Arrow. Ouch. Yeah, I walked outside today and literally ran inside back, brother. It's not worth it, Oh, my goodness, Game for Life. Much respects. Prayers to your grandmother. And I am very sorry to hear this. As somebody that's seen a lot, my full respects to you, Game. And if there's anything we can do other than prayer, let us know. Good for you for supporting her, for being to her. I know it's hard. I know it's hard, brother. And it is. We need to find a cure for this, folks. We do. Oh, The Police is a great band, Sheepscake. In fact, they're one of my favorite. You're right. I love So Lonely, and then Everything She Does Is Magic. So many great songs, man. They were, I don't know if you watch their older videos, but there's always like there's three meanings behind every song of theirs, which is really cool. And their imagery is awesome. Yeah, there are thousands of tons. And you're right. We could feed the world one or two and still have leftover food. And you're right, Brian. We should make that a number one or number, I don't know what bigger priority it is than our starvation. There are people starving in the US, the UK, Africa, Asia, all parts of the earth. And no one should go to bed hungry. Nobody should. It's about being a human. It's about being noble. And it would make the world a better place if everybody went to bed with a full stomach. What's up, Sky Crimes? How you doing, brother? I hope you are doing good. The trees are behaving. And you and your lady are doing well. Oh, metal fabrications would be awesome, Alexa. In fact, there's a lot of money and job security in that. That might be a future career. It would be good. And Shamanth, please go for it. As long as you like, the problem I had was once it got past basic physics and basic math, like algebra 1 and 2, I was like, okay, that's a sign to take a different hallway. And we all have to a point in our life take that hallway. Consequences be damned, and it's a good thing. It worked out pretty well. Hey, Screamy, nice to see you. And by the way, thank you. And it's okay. Don't worry about it. This isn't about money. This is about passion and kindness. And you stay blessed as well, too. And it's nice to meet you, and I hope you will join us more. And also, if you remind me, I'll subscribe right back to you. Anytime, Game for Life. Anytime. And just keep, doing what you're doing. Oh, my gosh, Brian. I prayed before going to bed for her. I never ask people to pray for me. I pray for them. And that poor woman is going through hell. Have anybody heard from Leslie Clark? Because that was real. And much respects and love to her because she lost her son to cancer. When you think your life sucks, no, it doesn't. She's going through the ultimate hell on earth right now. Something in the back. Uh-oh. Is it the purple lights? That is really nice of you, Aerosavation. Thank goodness y'all had the heart to do that because there are a lot of people starving there. There are. And that's very nice of y'all. That will actually go huge. You wouldn't believe random act of kindness. And plus that generosity is going to help kids and orphans and people in Uganda that are suffering. And that's our main purpose in life, is to be of service to others. What's up, Wofo? How you doing, man? Good, man. Cold here. How about you? Good, Sky Crimes, because that's actually been happening sometimes all over the U.S. right now with this cold front. Thank you, Wofo guy. I really appreciate it. And remind me, I'll subscribe right back to you, brother. If you just put it under a short, I have CRS or ADD or, good God, it's all over the place, man. But what are you up to today? 1 kilometer per person was $3. So you did like a walk event or run? Wofo coffee, very strong coffee. How about you, brother? Because it is cold this morning. What's up, Fires in the house? Long time. What you been up to, man? Hope you're doing good. Yeah, I would think so, Alexa, because those are kind of, are you going into further? Is there something above those? Because admittedly, there's a lot of subjects I still got to learn, if it makes sense. Differentials, Newton's law, I don't know. I would think Newton, at least, I don't know. We'd have to have Tony Pence here or, what is it, the judge of YouTube or, who's the other guy? Nice gentleman. John Woodall of Qantas could probably answer that. If you're on here or if he's on here, I'll ask them and try to find out what kind of math they're doing. Oh, my goodness. And you're right. They had aqueducts way, way back in the day. In fact, Brian, I forgot the book I read. It was fascinating. I think it's called Pompeii. And it described not just the volcano, but it also described how the aqueducts were done and how smart they were. And it is amazing. Nice arrow. Very nice. And good morning, Tony. In fact, Tony, we have a pilot here. I got to ask you, have you been in a cockpit before? All jokes aside, Tony, let's see what Alexa asked. Do you think algebra and physics is really important to a pilot? And Alexa is curious about the chances of a pilot doing differentials, Newton's law. I hope I got that right, Alexa. I hope I did. But good morning, Tony. How are you this morning? I hope that's a lot to lay on, brother, but I'm just trying to use the few memory cells left. There's not much, admittedly. But my goodness, Brian is right. And Tony, it's good to see you, man. Tony is in the house, everybody. We have a pilot with us and a gentleman, a good dad, and a man whose new channel is going to be, I have no doubt that's going to be awesome. Not one doubt in the world. It's going to be incredible. In fact, what's the name of it again, Tony, so people can subscribe? Because I want you to come out of the gate swinging, brother. Swinging hard with everything. Arrow something. There we go. There it is, Tony. If Alexa does have a very good questions about flying and algebra and all the computing power and everything else. Wonder if you might know, because this bald guy is a couch pilot. I fly the couch. Yeah, I know. It would be great, Brian, man. In fact, Tony, can you have that happen? We're asking. We'll throw you a couple bucks. That would be awesome, man. I'd love to hang out with you guys, man. All y'all. For real. And actually we will eventually be doing a get together. I just don't know how yet. But I hope we can get as many of the good people on this channel together. It would be an honor to hang out with you guys. Ah, there we go. Here you go, Alexa. Laws of motion and physics in general help understand what is going on in flight. It is not used in the process of being a pilot. Algebra is needed with time, speed, distance, and fuel burn. So that's where is that, Tony, why there's E equals x plus 1 to the second power and all that other stuff? Because to me, it's all Greek to me, brother. Oh, indeed it does. You're right, Arrow. There's an influence. You're right. Also, it looks a lot like the A5 Vigilante kind of has that same look, too. Of course, those were both, I think the F-111 and the A5 were built by Republic, and I think the B-1 was Rockwell, if I remember correctly, Rockwell Aviation. Could be wrong. Oh, yeah, Brian, I'm sure it does. In fact, I think Sully was a good example because he used speed, distance in the Brooklyn Bridge, I think, on his ascent into the river. To make sure that he would not harm anybody was it the Brooklyn Bridge or another bridge? Maybe it was the George Washington. Airliner, probably 747. How about you, Ara? Oh, great question, Alexa, I'm sorry. Workout flying, be able to make calculations in case tech fails. That is true, Tony, the redundancy thing. And what is it? Is it triple redundancy in aviation, Tony, I think? Or something like that, where you got to have 3 redundancies for everything? Maybe it's more. I don't know. I forgot the exact. Oh, nice, Arrow. Nice, man. SAS for Scandinavian's great. And that's 747, man. What the queen of the skies, always and forever. She will be. Yes, indeed. Lufthansa, nice. And Iberia, nice. Good, man. Those are great airlines. Great planes. Phenomenal. They are phenomenal. They really are. Oh, yeah, you're right. You got it right, Brian. Landing and takeoff are the most dangerous. Yep. That's when you hold on. But actually, also, Brian, do you like that feeling of takeoff? Isn't it amazingly liberating? Especially that, you know what I'm talking about, that last second while you're flying down that runway at God knows what speed, however many knots each plane is. And then when that lift happens, it's phenomenal. It is a great feeling. It is. What's up, 911? That must be our main man, Darius. How you doing, brother? That there's something about that moment. I forgot. Tony might know the technical term for it of liftoff or whatever you call it. It is an amazing feeling. Excellent. Changing tech for a pilot. Oh my God, you are not kidding, Tony. And I can only begin to imagine because with quantum physics, supercomputers beyond craze. Look forward to your channel. What's your channel? There you go. The Aerospace Fix. Yes, folks. If you want to subscribe to him, I fully recommend Tony. He's going to have a great channel. Oh, you also have Korean Airlines and the Boeing, the house design. Nice. That's great, Aeros. Yes, indeed. Oh my God, you aren't kidding. In fact, that was mind blowing, Brian. And then I think I could be wrong, but the Screamliner I think is even quicker. That takeoff roll out of Dulles and also out of back from Turkey was unbelievably fast. It's fun because you're actually in a race car going down the runway. What's up? Is it Squid? You changed your name to 911? Tech fail is a case, but then what are the chances of it? I hope not very high. Competitive test on algebra and metric displaying the capability of potential pilots. Yeah, and it may have changed, Alexa. Tony would know because back in my day, I'm old as dirt and the dinosaurs, but we were required to have high functions in algebra, physics, all kinds of stuff. That's why my piloting became, it is what it is. I'm a couch pilot. He's a real pilot. Using a slide rule for time, speed, distance, fuel burn, and wind drift. I love that, Tony. Do you feel the computers have made that better, or do you feel you kind of miss that too? I'm sure you still do it. Oh wow, really? We're at Aeros Aviation. That's awesome. And what zoo are they going to? Because those are special FedEx planes with the pandas on them. Metric tons, yes. Oh, metric is definitely more accurate than the what is it called? I always call it the Yank system, Brian, but I think it's imperial. Metric is so much more. I see why scientists use it. It's more accurate. It's far more accurate. In fact, us Yanks really need to learn it. I'll admit, myself included, I'm guilty. It's more accurate. It's more, what is it? A kilogram is 2.4 pounds roughly, and I think it just makes more mathematical sense because when you do the roundups, it's far more accurate. Real scientists in the U.S. use metric. Oh no, 9/11. So sorry, man, and hope you feel better. There's a lot of icky going around right now. There is. And man, that is so cool. There are two pandas because props to conservation of those beautiful animals. I agree with you, Harris. That is a phenomenal. Thank you to also the government of China and other governments and other NGOs that make pandas conservation very important. You know, I don't know anymore, Alex. I'm so old now that it probably is quite competitive. But back in my day when I did try some basic tests for pilot, it came back mathematically challenged. And then I was like, do I really want to risk somebody's life or my life? And it came back, no. Answer was a clear no. Chengdu, is that a different province of China? They're flying to a different zoo or somewhere else? Let's see here. Oh, they have crazy academics. Also, a lot of Asia, Alexa. Sadly, here in our area, we have a lot of students that come from Korea, Vietnam, Japan, and there's a lot of academic pressure. There's no joke, actually, about that you must get an A+. Because in those countries, if you don't, you're cut. And that's why I see the parents are so difficult on their kids. And that can cause stress. Go with stones. I like stones. I think a stone is what, about 13 pounds if I remember correctly. Stone is very cool too. Because like I am 6 stones or 7. I think it's actually fascinating. I forgot if it's 13 pounds roughly or something different, but it's cool. Digital avionics are very reliable. You're right. When it happens, the FAA requires an alternative. Best be prepared. Agreed. Still carry a paper chart and manual flight computer. Darn right. And that makes me feel better. Sichuan Airlines? Nice, Ariel. What's up, 911? Cool, 911. Let's meet 911 Mom. What's up, what's up? Most tracked on flight radar. I bet, Ariel. That's fascinating. Or Eros. Yeah, I bet it is, Tony. In fact, probably very mentally exhausting. Would it be, I guess, considered the bar exam of the skies, I guess, because there's just so many things, and especially for safety reasons, why you would want it to. Hi, Ernestus. How are you doing this morning? Nice to see you. Yeah, that has to be extremely exhausting, like the bar exam. Flying a plane is a serious responsibility, or a helicopter. It's something that we want our people in math to be the best. Hi, Ernestus. By the way, I want to say thank you. Darius is a very nice young person, and you are doing very well. How's your morning going today? Hi, Mom. Indeed. What's up? What's up? Hope you are doing well, and it's nice to meet you. And Darius has done a very good job moderating and being a good person. Electric aircraft. Yikes. That scares me, Brian, indeed, about that one electric plane that they showed Udvar Hazy is frightening. Although it may be a part of the future. Who knows? I mean, I've seen stuff happen that I never thought would happen in this lifetime. Growing older, getting balder, getting grayer. I am very worried about electric flight. So, Ernestus, do you also like flying too, or are you into aviation as well? Math. I get it. Chart reading would be definitely important. Oh my God, it would be great, Eros. That would be awesome. Oh, your son's playing Roblox? Nice, Ernestus. Nice. Have you ever played it as well too? Because it's very interesting. It's amazing whoever came up with that and Minecraft. That's for sure. Ernestus, maybe eventually, if you stick around enough. I like to generally keep the ratio right, if that makes sense. It's nothing personal, but it's nice to meet you today, and feel free to tell us a little more about you. Yeah, I bet the training is complex. Flight, ground operations, contingencies, weather navigation, regulations. Oh my goodness, it's okay, Ernestus. Yeah, eventually, maybe, eventually. But we've always had a rule here where people have to show up and be consistent, if that makes sense. But man, that is a lot, Tony. But I'm also glad. Oh, Darius wants your phone? Okay, all good, Ernestus. All good. Nice to meet you, by the way. Yeah, Tony is actually right, especially the liability. You're in a plane, okay? Doesn't matter if it's 2,000 pounds or 200,000 plus. You're a flying missile. And if something is not right, that is absolutely frightening. Especially with pilot error being 90%, I think. If Tony, is that right? 90% of the problem is pilot error, 95%, I think. Nice, Ernestus. Cool, man. How's it going? Arrows, yeah, too, yep. Oh, test takers score in all those operations? Okay, yeah, I don't know. I'll see what Tony comes up with on that. Heck yeah, Darius. On this. Oh, that's cool. See, Alexa, you got a channel here with a real pilot who's done it, and 95% is pilot error. Good God. And yeah, some of the stuff you do, Tony, is going to be, in fact, folks, please subscribe to his channel because it's going to be exciting out the gate. I'm looking forward to it. Oh, good, Ernestus. I hope she's doing well, and you are too. Need a code. Yeah, Alexa, I think we've got a real gentleman with Tony here. Oh, number one is running out of fuel. Wow, Tony, would that be mostly, I hope, smaller planes? Because yikes, that's a scary thought. That's very scary. Is that because of mathematical errors or something else? Calculations. Yeah, Tony, we're looking forward to our channel, bro. We are. All of us are. Can't wait. You're going to be a bastion of awesomeness and knowledge that is going to help. I think what you will be is perhaps I don't know, a way to, you're going to give us an outlet to break it down into parcels that we, the general public, can understand and appreciate. And my goodness, there's so much what goes into flight safety, and for good reason. As we know, also, as you know, sadly, we learn from our pains and tragedies too. Good, Brandon. Just cold as hell, man. It's. I think it's up to 7 or 8 now, which is great. Hope you're doing good. And are you feeling any better? Small aircraft. Say, I will never leave the ground without full. Heck yeah. And Tony, are some of them able to glide in? Just curious about maybe like a small Cessna. Oh, okay, Brandon. Keep feeling better and recover, convalesce, whatever that is. Breviet uno. How are you doing today? Spasiba for being here. Nice to see you. And sadly, my link, you Ruski, but breviet. Hey, CB, how are you doing, sir? Nice to have you here, and I hope you're also not freezing your tail off. You've decided to go inside, too, because one walk outside said, nah, not happening. What you up to this morning, CB? Yeah, Brandon, sometimes our white blood cells take some time to kick into gear. And I know that's what makes us feel sick, but that means you're working. You have an active immune response, which is beautiful. Gliding is possible. Failed glide ratios, but yeah, I would do not fly high enough. Yikes. So that leads to tragedy and suffering. Yeah, Tony, that is a terrible thing. And you're right. Keep it at full. I agree with you 100%. It's not risk it. Don't risk it. I mean, a car, it's one thing. A plane is different. A surgeon, he will give plenty of academic exams. If you look at surgery, in fact, surgery is fascinating. It's more sewing than solving a test. True. And Alexa, also, I'm kind of with you because tests are useful. They're like a useful gauge. But also, some of my best college professors did not care about how we tested. They wanted us to remember stuff. So it's, I don't know if piloting has quite that area of, say, like psychology or administration of justice or other degrees, but they wanted us to learn. Hey, it's all good, brother, man. It's happened, CB, man. Don't worry about it. We'll be here for you. We'll leave the light on for you. How you doing? Lucky. Bring it, send it down this way, okay? Heck yeah, Brandon. No, we wish you well, full recovery, and any good plans today? Hey, Tony, how are you this morning, sir? It's cold. Can confirm, ran inside like quicker than ever. Oh my God, Tony, you're right. Alexa, definitely look at Civil Air Patrol. It's awesome. In fact, when I retire, I think I may be joining it. Right now, sadly, the hours are very long. And being a single dad, it's tough. Sit in bed mostly. Brandon, I hope you're getting some good soups and teas and anything else. Oh, nice. I'd love to, Alexa. A lot of my family's from Thailand, in the Chonburi region. And all good. Maybe Thailand does have something like the Civil Air Patrol. Can you volunteer with the military or do anything with them to do search and rescue or anything like that? Oh, my goodness. Yeah. Tony, thank you for helping your dad. And that's a big help because it is cold. I swear, we're living in like the tundra zone, aren't we? And where are you from? Because I swear, I have not felt temperatures, and it's confirmed, since 1989. God, I'm old. I just realized it. There have not been temperatures this cold in D.C. since 1989. That's right. How many years ago? 26, 36, 37 years ago. Jeez. I was a young buck with hair and dreams, and now I'm bald and curmudgeonly and gray. But it's nice to see you, Tony. Yeah. Oh, okay, that's right. By Aberdeen, Maryland Proving Grounds. Yeah. Yeah, no doubt. It's icy cold. It's brutal. I love that town, by the way, and I love the Chesapeake being right across from it. It is so beautiful up there. Many years ago, there was a plane full of passengers halfway across the Atlantic, left America to France. Was that the one from Brazil by any chance, Brian? I'm trying to remember. That's truly tragic. But oh, wait a minute. They landed safely. Anyway, were they able to use that ETOPS, I think it's called, and land on an island airport or something like that? Oh, cold. That is cold for Georgia. And you got fellow. It's not contagious to y'all, I hope, on here. Maybe it's a little cold. Um, 20 to 30 for Georgia is cold, and I bet Tony can advise that's probably very cold down there. Yeah, no, it's all good, Tony. Let's see if Alexa, do you have something like where you can volunteer your time to something like search and rescue? Damn, Tony. Yep, about 9 inches, and you're right. The ice is what makes it brutal. Like I give up. Like I can't even get my car out right now. Like I tried earlier, or was it last night? Nope. Snowplows haven't even come through. Or they came through once, but they plowed it in more, and the ice makes things a lot more difficult. It's not moving. I'm not going to risk it. You know what I mean? Like landed on an island, nice. Georgia on my mind, taking the midnight train to Georgia. What's up, Tony? You got a fellow Georgian on here, indeed. Yeah, Tony, and yeah, you're right. Wow, for it to be below the frost line, I hope you guys are safe from the ice. It's seriously scary up here right now, folks, and I'm sure it's everywhere like that. Flight surgeon had to study all those terms. It is kind of like that, Alex. In fact, it was absolutely fascinating to meet. I saw a quadruple heart bypass. There's a program in a nearby hospital that allows civilians to come in, and nurses and doctors get priority. I got lucky that day. And watching that, it was, I think, 9 hours. What the surgeon said at the end was amazing. He's the best heart surgeon in the DC area. Humble, wore cowboy boots because they're comfortable during the operation, go figure. But what was beautiful is what he said. The patient did live. He saved that man's life. But you know what he said that's most important? He said, even with all of my knowledge, I'm only as good as the worst member of my team. So we were like, huh? And he said it again, just for emphasis. I'm only as good as all members of my team, whether they had a good day or bad day or indifferent. Wow. That's a humble man, but he's also telling the truth. And his sewing work and how he cut was absolutely phenomenal. But also what was phenomenal about him was he wanted to teach us some lessons, and he did. We learned a lot of cool stuff that day. In fact, I'm going to be doing it again. I'm going to be seeing another heart surgery. It's fascinating. It's kind of shocking when they do that. I'll admit, when they crack the sternum, that's something, or they put the stuff down in the legs to get veins and other arteries. It is a little eye-opening, but it's also very liberating, and also it's an act of love and medical knowledge proving together that they can save a life. Yeah. So you guys had a lot of stuff last year too, Brandon? Yeah. Oh, we got Georgians are taking over instead of Canadians today. Hey, CB, you've got company now, man. You know I love you guys. I'm messing with you. Oh, they do a crummy job down there. I bet it sounds like DC area. If you go to Rochester, New York, or Boston, they know what they're doing. They got the snow equipment and they melt it. Heck yeah. The middle part. Most procedures would be generic. It's all good, Alexa. It's totally fine to feel that way. And no, Tony, this one was Dr. He's an Indian American, great guy. He's the best in Northern Virginia and DC, supposedly. I mean, I don't know. They're all great. Is Dr. Meyer another good one, a great one? Because they are amazing. In fact, that was very humble what he said. And it is kind of funny to think he was operating in cowboy boots. And he told us later that, I like this too. He also lets his staff and technicians pick the music for the day. Hey, Attilas, how you doing, my man? Sadly, we have not heard from Leslie. Let's hope and pray. And thank you, by the way. You came through big time. And I just want to acknowledge your kindness, your professionalism, your decency, your honor during that. And I'd also like to thank you and everybody that day because we all dropped everything. That is more proof of humanity right there, isn't it? But let's hope and pray she's in a hospital, like that trauma. And I'm sure you saw it too. You know that trauma response. You saw all the imagery, all the. Do you think she's from the southern U.S. or where do you think she's from? 2 to 3 times a year. Wow, and the mountains are awesome. I bet down there, Tony. In fact, we're gonna have to crank some mountain with cowbell later for you, brother. Heck yeah. Yeah, in the mountains, I'm sure. And good God, Alexa, Tony is gonna be. His channel is gonna be awesome. Everything that man does is professional. And that's not being gaslighting or any other thing. The guy's a professional. 2 inches, wow. And down there, yep. Oh, I go down in Virginia a lot, Maryland. Yeah, Tony. They're also screwed up too right now. Heck yeah, Tony. No, we're all looking forward to it. School in music was a student who turned on the button and made a 130, is that decibel beep? Wow, that must have been interesting. Must have been loud as hell. That's approaching, I think, a gunshot in decibels, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe it's 150, but it's close. Oh my God, prayers for Leslie indeed, Tony, you're right. And Atlas was crucial at that time. He literally was, man, Atlas, you do damn good work. What you do professionally and also here too. And everybody dropped their egos or ideas or concepts or passions that day for one purpose, to save Leslie's life. And I believe her. I know she lost her son to cancer. I have no doubt about it with that response. It's cycling, it's trauma. It's very real. And prayers indeed for her. Yeah, I know, 130 decibels. And aerosavation, that must have been interesting. Bad quotes are always fun, Brandon. Anytime, Tony. Keep doing exactly what you're doing, brother, because looking forward to your channel, your new channel especially, because not only have you inspired young people, you've inspired this guy a lot. I've learned a lot from you, and I know people here have too. Keep it up. Oh, yeah. Okay, maybe a 22. That sounds about right. Yeah. Y'all are bless your heart. It would have been a dead giveaway. Yeah. I think at that point, you're right. It was the imagery, especially when she started talking about her grandfather's porch, her, as we know, we're creatures of pictures. When she started dropping that cycling, psychologically wise, obviously a major trauma, traumatic response. And Atlas, it could be a while till we hear from her, as you know. That kind of trauma, losing a child of cancer, is brutal, no matter what age. Much respects to her and sadness too, because I hope she's at the hospital. I hope she's getting the help of professional and caring people. You know, there's nothing worse in this world. It is. But there's just, yeah, bless your heart, definitely. Although I joke, bless your heart means also run, depending on which part of the South you're from. Because, yeah, I had a girlfriend that if she said bless your heart, it was like her guns were coming out. She was ready to fight. I was like, whenever I heard her say that, I'd be ducking, ready for God knows what. Oh, yeah, I love to, Brandon. I'm a big gun nut. How about you? Yeah, Tony, it was a really sad day, but also, as sad as it was, I'd like to thank everybody here, and also Brian Fox, Atlas, and everybody who was involved in that day. I forgot all the names. It's nothing personal. It's just, we all did the right thing. We said, to heck with aviation, to heck with everything else, and we all were with Leslie during her time of trauma, and that is proof that humanity still does exist. And that's what we should all ascribe to be. When somebody needs our help, we drop our shit, we do what's right. Also, we give our shirt off our back in every way possible. Hey, alternate account, it's Icy here. You want to do some skating with the bald guy? How you doing, man? I know. Well, the right thing to do, Tony. That's for sure. And yeah, that was a tough moment. Tough hour, tough 15, 20 minutes. Felt like forever. And yeah, you're right, Tony. We always must help. That's our role in this life. Doesn't matter what background, anything. The golden rule is always to service above self, to treat others how you'd want to be treated. And in a trauma, that is the number one time to put everything to the side. Everything. Oh, okay. Nice. 11. That's a good year age for a 20 gauge. Or maybe even, just don't use a 10 gauge. But a 20 gauge is a good, I like that at the 28 gauge for you, brother. Personally. It depends on your size, too. Of course, you would know better, and your dad would know better. But the 20 or 28 gauge is a great starter. It is. Oh, the HO229 Horton is amazing. And it's Tony, it's getting harder to find. That's why I have no choice but to buy land eventually when I retire, because the price of using the ranges when they're available is through the roof. And a lot of it's liability. It's not that they're personally trying to do that to you and me. Yeah, southern things like porch sitting. Yeah, the ice. Yeah, whatever. She brought up her grandfather's porch. I think that was what kind of kicked it in. And then something else she said about a bird and something else. And it might be just life experience. It was a guess. Yeah, everybody does want to be southern. I admit it. Atlas indeed. Deep down, even the folks in Boston want to be southern. They will give up their Dunkin' Donuts and their, what do you call it? Their lobster and their clam chowder. Everybody wants to be southern. Agreed 100%. Actually, the South, I like the authors from the South. There's something more vivid, more real. It's nothing personal. Do you get that, Atlas? Like, if you read writings from the South, they're more descriptive. There's more like a melody to it, I don't know, like a rhyme. Does that make sense? Or am I just lost what marbles have already been gone? I got an 8. Ooh, ouch, Tony. That's a hell of a gauge. And make them. Be careful, Tony, please, because all it takes is one wrong thing and kablam. 20 gauge is the one. Yep, it's a good one. In fact, I'm a big fan of 20 gauge. I like the 12 for hunting, for other stuff, or just when I'm really pissed off to blow stuff up at the range with, admittedly. There's nothing like those double-aught buck shots to really just get out the aggression. But for group therapy. But 20 gauge is actually very pleasant. 28 gauge is really nice, too. It's smooth. Yeah, there's no clubs, yes. That's nice. It's free to use. Wow. Do you have to buy the ammo or something, Tony? Because that's a lot of them how they are. Yeah, indeed, Tony. They want all the crabs and the crawfish, not the lobsters. They are, and they need they need to come out and admit it. Dear New England, dear New York, dear people of the upstate, Wisconsin and Michigan, give up the lobsters. Give them up. Send them our way. We'll trade. We'll give you guys, let's see, catfish. We promise to be very generous with our gourmet. What's up, arrows? We do, Brian. We do. And every human being is capable of it. But we do need more folks to step up. You're right. Unfortunately, we become a society. This is the saddest thing. Nothing against technology. Nothing against it. But I know the people here would not take pictures of emergencies or video. They would do the right thing. But sadly, we were becoming kind of distant from each other. And now at events like that, a lot of people on their phones are taking videos of something. No, if you can't, I'm not asking people to risk their lives, and I know you guys aren't either. But call 911. Get help. Be a distraction if you can. Do what you can to help a person. True, Tony. In fact, but also that cadence, you know what I'm talking about. It's beautiful. It's absolutely, and the writing is no different, or audio. It's beautiful. There's a certain harmony. Admittedly, I do miss my southern girlfriend because she used to be able to, I don't know, just sounded prettier. That accent, too. Oh, damn, Tony, what? That must have been an ass kicking right there. Ouch. Oh, you could bring one guest? That's awesome, Tony. How did they succeed? Was there like a VIP section that people paid for more? What's up, Eros? Southern literature kind of gives you a very nostalgic backfield. Yes, it does seem more heartfelt. You're right. It seems more connected. It doesn't even matter if it's 17, 1800s, 1900s, 2000s. There's something about it that's, I don't know, it's got kind of a special magic maybe. Oh yeah, the flintlocks are fun. Double shotguns are even more. Indeed, Tony. In fact, the Tonys have taken over this morning. Oh my goodness. The Tonys are here in the house. Oh wow, Arrow. That must have been interesting. Did they enjoy it? That must have been interesting. Landed at your school. I hope it was on the property yard and not the roof. Oh no, Aviation Ollie. What's going on, brother? We're here to say to be with you. We're a judgment-free zone. Let's hope you guys can work out things amicably and in a reasonable manner. Indeed, Brandon, that is wild. I can. Let's just hope it was the field out back. That was lots of room. Nice arrow, nice arrows. Sorry about that. Yeah, that's a good place to land. Did everybody make it? I hope. 410. That's a great starter. I agree, Atlas. 20 gauge. Yeah, probably the metal music and guns. Same, Atlas. Everybody's like, "Hey, Mike," and I'm like, "Doo doo 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 doo," or maybe it's ADD. I don't know. Could be all three. You know what? Same. My hearing is not what it used to be. Atlas is same, and I bet a lot of it is the range. And then also stupidly using indoor ranges with guys with ARs next to me probably wasn't very smart either, even with ear protection. Oh, the landing gear broke. Okay, but did it? Did everybody come in safe? I hope. 410 is lovely. I agree. And then not shoot a shotgun for 2 years. Then a 20 is also the same. Awesome, Arrow. I'll put it up today. Heck yeah. Or just remind me, Arrows, because your name changes always. It's nothing personal. I'll get used to it. It's just familiarity. Maybe that's the word. That's good that everybody made it. Oh my God, the same, Tony. And also, you're right. The concern about a belly landing and the heat and various other elements. We had to. Those are scary. There's one. I forgot where they did it. It's amazing to watch. And the amount of concentration that pilot had must have been through the roof. Oh, nice to see you, Budark. How are you doing this morning, brother? Hope you're doing good. Yeah, Brandon. Those pilots that land belly landing got to be like full zoned in. Oh my God, what a jerk, man. Police in a medical emergency, Brian, are obligated to let, unless there's something we don't know, like if there was a violent act. Was there a violent act on the ambulance crew? That's really not cool, Brian. Jeez. Most police officers are awesome men and women, but it always takes just one bad apple, sadly, to screw things up. That is, Brandon. And no matter what, no one should die. That's the goal. Even I'm friends with a lot of police officers, and I can tell you this: they care. They don't want to use the um, deadly force. They consider it a failure. Oh no, aviation. And I hope your dad can be reasonable, although sometimes people are unreasonable, and we can't change that. I'm so sorry, brother. I hope you're holding up okay, Aviation Ollie. I hope your dad is reasonable today. We don't get to pick our parents, and I hope he's at least more decent to you, your mom, and all of y'all. What's up, Eros? Yep, your dad's a sheriff. That's awesome, man. Brandon, or Sharif from the British term, are good people. And I'm a fan of the blue. I have a lot of family in law enforcement and friends, and I'm very grateful for them. They do, Tony. I got to figure out where the remote is, admittedly. Oh, your dad's swearing. This makes me want to say right bad words. You know what, aviation Ollie? Is there a way you could take a step back? I don't know if that makes sense right now, but sometimes it's best to take a step back. I found that literally hurts in times when you say something you will regret or won't regret, if that makes sense. Yeah, indeed, Tony, it's true. You can't pick your family, but you can pick your second family, and we are all family. And you're right. Family is not necessarily blood related either. Nope. Blood is not thicker than water, or whatever that phrase is. Nope. I have family members that are biologically very close, but not at all. They're kept at a distance for health. Dad's not a sheriff. He works for the county maintenance. Oh, okay. So he deals with them. Awesome. Okay, cool. No, much respect to them because most of them are really good people. The people above them can be absolute crap. Oh no, your sponsor never saw your mail. Which one was that, Eros? Um, Maintenance is a very noble and admirable career path too. By the way, I hope my son goes into mechanics. It's actually very good field, good people, good opportunity. Gemini Jets. Nice. Okay. So are you working with them on a project, Eros? They may. I hope they can get to you soon. Yeah, a lot of it is too, Tony. Too. You're right. Locality, values of the person, people at the top. If they're shit, as we know, crap flows downhill, and it affects morale and other things. Yeah, Brandon. Yep, Gemini. That is pretty impressive. I don't know, Tony. I'm curious too. I bet maintenance makes a hell of a lot of money. Actually, I can confirm this. My friend was a Marine. He fixed helicopters in the Marines. He didn't make a lot of money there. Now the guy's making 300,000 plus a year. So I'd go with maintenance. Yep, Brandon, maintenance. Yep, I agree with you. Nice to see aviation. All is everything okay? Are you safe? Oh wow, that's amazing, Tony. Props to him. Please thank him from the rest of us. That is such an amazing plan. I'm guessing he can only say so much, but thank you to him and you and your military family. Yeah, the Army is never paying too much, Brandon. That's a historical, any military branch, but the benefits are very good. In fact, I've told my son to look at the military because it can be very good. Yep. Oh, yeah, true, Tony. Yep. You're right. A captain, a senior captain on one of the international flights makes big bucks. You're right, Tony. And thank goodness for them because they've earned it through experience, through training, through hard work. It's nothing easy to get there. Yeah, it can be difficult areas. It takes a special person with the right ability. I can't fix. Okay, old cars, I can replace stuff. New cars, if I can change the tires and batteries, that's impressive enough. Maybe the spark plugs. Yeah, they can, Brandon. Sadly, yeah. I mean, although you got to think also, military benefits can be excellent too, like housing, also training, stuff you can put on your resume to earn. Sometimes it may not look like a lot, but it depends on what you get out of it and what you do. Like, actually, one of my friends is a Marine. He said it best. He says, the military by itself isn't going to pay you much. But if you take every advantage of every class, every training, every possibility, and use it also to pay for your education, it's a great deal. And he's actually right. Good aviation, Ollie. I hope you're able to go to a quiet place if necessary and let them battle it out because I don't know why people do this stuff sometimes, to be honest. Yeah, it's all right, Bodark, to feel that way. And if you ever do want to open up, we're judgment free, but get you, man. I sometimes do the same, brother. And you know what? I hope you have days, even if there's tears and pain and anger and sadness, I hope there are smiles occasionally, Bodark. I've been in some very dark spots. And the one thing that helped me, and I don't know if it'll help you, we're all wired differently, is to occasionally laugh, find something funny, or take a few moments and just chill. Yeah, well, mostly Bodark. I mean, we all struggling, that's for sure. Oh my goodness, Atlas, wow. The shit out of me, Daddy was a raging alcoholic. You're right. Remember the love, forget the flaws. That is actually very true. And we don't get to pick our parents, Atlas. That's the sad reality. And as a dad, I'm screwed up too. I'm not gonna lie. I have faults. I have flaws. And that is actually very professional advice, Atlas, because props to you for remembering that they're your parents and they may have not acted ideally. But you, sir, have turned out to be beautiful despite that challenge and that pain. And that's even better. And do you think that's what led you to work in hospice and other fields where you can be of service to others? Because if so, props. Yeah, Brian, I'm glad she's doing okay, I guess. And good for her. She is such a sweetheart. She's helping Matthew Caldwell, who has got a great channel. And I couldn't be more happy. Do I miss her? Of course. But you know what? She's doing service above herself right now. And that's a good thing. Although she is an agent, much love to Abby. She's like every guy's dream woman. And also a great human being. And we need more Abbies in this world. I swear, if we had more Abbies in this world would be a lot better than it is. Oh my God. That would be fun, Tony. Yeah, it's going to be absolutely incredible what comes on. My mom said to my dad, I cook 24/7. And I said, no one gives a shit. Okay, gotcha. That sounds like a lot of dynamics going on. Are you safe aviationally? That's the main thing. Yes, indeed, Tony. Because you put the time in, and I'm sure you take all the tests. You've probably gotten all the FEMA stuff like NIMS and other things that I can't even imagine. And also, you're right, the experience. You can literally put that down on a resume, too. And I know you do it out of the goodness of your heart, too. And you're passionate about it and also advancing young men and women. And you are. It's like a coaching tree. Look at the NFL coaches. Look at the coaching trees. It's the exact same thing. You're coaching. And yeah, you're right. It's what we put into something pays back. But you have to want it. Yeah, it does. Darkness comes. It's just fighting you. You have to fight it through it. And it can be around. But the key is to keep it as best as possible. Agreed, Tony. Yep, every day. One forward, step forward. Even if it's a slow walk, we take it. There has to be. Oh, man. Hope to see you soon. Be safe, Bodark. Peace be with you, brother. And we're here. Yeah, I know, Matt. Darn it. Let our Abby go. I agree. No, Matthew's doing a wonderful job, but come on. Can we at least clone Abby? Does somebody here know how to clone her? So we can have Abby here, too. No, that's super nice of her, but damn, we need our Abby back. We need at least 5 minutes of abstract time a day, you know? Good, Aviation Ollie. I care about your safety first. Good for you. Just be safe, Aviation Ollie. It sounds like they're very volatile right now. Oh, man, my God, Brian. Leslie would be pure best therapist from the heart for her. It's amazing. She's 19. Look at all she brings to this channel and elsewhere. Abstract, I have mad respect for, or abs. Mad respect. I wish this world had more Agent Abstracts. She's really a sweetheart. She is. Oh, man, Aviation Ollie. I'm sorry they're arguing like that. It would help anyone. And he was a professional asshole, too. But see, yeah, right. Even the assholes have moments of kindness. And you're right. And also what not to do. And you know what? I hope my son learns some good things from me, but also he sees some things that he won't repeat with his children if he has them one day. It's up to him. It's his life. I support him, whatever he does. And he always knows that I'm far from perfect, that I love him, that I care for him. And we all don't get that. Like, admittedly, yeah, I have some really crazy family members that it's not that I don't hate them. I love them. But there's a put up for the first wealth is health. And if it came to helping them in an emergency, I'd be there in 2 seconds. They know that. They can clone pets, so they will, Tony. In fact, I say we start with Agent Abstract as the number one. She's amazing. For those who have not met Abby out here, she is a phenomenal woman of fortitude, kindness, compassion, decency, and she's truly amazing. She is. Like, I have not seen a wiser 19-year-old than her. I mean, she's amazing. You're 10, aviation all in. You know what? You're at a very difficult transition period too. Not gonna lie. I was 10 a million years ago, but it's not easy. And I just hope you can remember this. Even with your parents arguing and things going on, your life will get better. Right now, it's a stressful time. But if you can just get through these tough times, you're going to see once you emerge fully on the other side, no one can hold you back but yourself, brother. Nobody. Yeah, I know, Brian. We're going to, the other day was, what was it? We've had Canada days, we've had UK days, we've had other themes. Today is definitely, is it Tuesday? I think it's Tuesday, Tony Tuesday today. Yes, indeed, Brian. In fact, we got to figure this out. Has there been an unlocking of the Tonys around the world? In fact, we should have an International Tony Day. Yes, let's do it. Because all Tonys are cool. I don't know what it is. You're right. And I hope your friend Tony's doing good, Brian, because Tonys just seem to be cool people, man. It is Tony Day. We rule the world. In fact, Tony, you guys do today. Jeez. It's International Tony Day. It's now official. Let me get the mayor here to sign the proclamation. Let's do it. He used to aviation, Ollie. I'm very proud of him that he's not anymore. He's more into cars now. I do miss going to museums with him and seeing planes, admittedly. Of course, I do. But I respect the fact that that's not his thing anymore. He loves cars, and he's looking at car maintenance, and I couldn't be more proud. He's had a lot thrown his way. I can't say a lot of it other than he's had a lot thrown his way. And he's carried himself with decency for the most part. I'm very proud of him. And he's looking at car repair. What are you thinking about? I know you're young. He's a little older. But what are you thinking you want to do when you... Don't grow up when you get older, aviation. Don't grow up. Just get older. Got it done with the snow track, but it didn't work out well. Oh, no, me kitty. But hopefully, you know what? You did what you could. And the key is also safety is first. Oh my God, the same, Brian. I have socks that are older. I have guns that are older. I have jackets that are older. Heck, I got older footballs, baseball cards. I mean, and Tony, yeah, it would be good to be 19 again, but would you want it with the knowledge you have now? So 19, I was dumb as a box. Well, I'm still dumb as a box of rocks, but maybe there's been a little evolution of that rock. Oh, okay. Oh, good. Yep. Good for you, aviation or aviation. It's a smart thing to do sometimes. We must protect ourselves. And yeah, actually, damn, I would like to be 19 just for a day to feel what it was like to get up without WD-40 and Crisco and other various heat things that make the pops go a little bit better in the joints. Indeed, Tony, the secret society of Tonys is large and in charge. It's like the Bilderbergs, except the Tonys. Tony Day, hoorah! Indeed, Tony, it is. Yeah, Brian, same. It would be nice just even for a day to wake up without everything cracking. And also to be that. But would you go with the knowledge you have now? Because at 19, I was an effing idiot. Like, I still am. But back then, I mean, like, major idiot. Majorly dumb. Like, I think probably we all were to a degree. And you know what? That's a beautiful thing, Tony. It's hard. I know it hurts to a degree, but also as parents, that's what we have to do. We're not here to make our children as us. They're separate people. And you're right. And you know what? Being supportive is what matters. And thank goodness we had those moments as quick as they go by. And that's what being a good dad or parent is. Or a good mom, dad, Dutch uncle, whatever you want to call it, is accepting that young people are constantly moving and learning new things. We should encourage them. As long as it's not a danger to themselves or others, encourage. Heck yeah. Well, I think today's Tony Day, though. How's your friend Tony doing, Brian? Is he okay? Yeah. Oh, you aren't kidding, Tony. Same, man. I'd be like, Wake up and yeah, without the WD-40, yes, like, ooh, it'd feel good. Aviation, I hate that you're going through this, but one day you'll move out and start your own family, and you'll know how you don't want to lead your family. I agree also 100%. It is okay to cry, 100%. I still do. Everybody does, even the Marines, even the most tough firefighters, police. It's not about toughness. It's about releasing our emotions so we don't have to carry it with us as much. It's grieving. It's good grieving. It's healthy. And keep fighting. I agree. That's the right message, Atlas. The right message. Yeah, we're the same, Tony. God, how the hell did we get here? Do you remember that Talking Head song, Tony? How did we get here? What's that? Once in a lifetime. Doesn't it feel like that? It's so quick that all of a sudden we're young, dumb, and full of something, and then we're elder statesmen now, pretty much, getting there. It was so fast. Yeah, Tony, yep. WD-40, Crisco, heated pads, fire on the ankles to get them moving. Oh my goodness, it has guns in there? That's awesome, arrows. Wow, have you done any dogfighting yet? Tiger Balm, indeed. Indeed, the same. WD-40 Tiger Balm, joint relief. Sadly, I am a little bitter about it. I'm okay with it. I'm alive. But aspirin or acetaminophen doesn't do jack for your joints. And I wish I could still take Advil and ibuprofen, but after you live, it's okay, But I do miss ibuprofen for pain. Really worked a lot better than this Tylenol crap or whatever it is. Yeah, today's age is actually nice. You're right. We're at a point, Brian, that we're still young, but you're right. We have a few more chapters in us, and you're right. Same it as ever was. That's right, Tony. Same as it ever was once. That song is so true now. At the time when you were younger, did you think that song was just kind of some fun nonsense and you jammed to it without realizing it? Now you look at it, it's like, damn, that's true. And he's still amazing. He's still doing, I forgot what his show is. I've watched it a few times. He's truly a genius. And also, I think he's also fun. Well, he's at work today. Good for that, Brian. I'm glad to hear that. And it does. Ludicrous speed. We're now at plaid, Tony. We're at plaid. You're right. And would your advice to your younger self also be to enjoy every day a little more too? Because it's so fast. I think also there's a psychology thing. Maybe Atlas knows this or somebody else, but I forgot where I read it or saw it. When we're developing our minds, time goes very slow. We're building those little blocks. But as we get older and past the so-called adult brain at 25, us guys really never get that. Time slows down or speeds up. I mean, it's quick. It's fast. Oh my God, Tony, that must have been a good concert though, because they're definitely all on the spectrum, brilliant, genius, and fun. Heck yeah, Tony, man, it was a great, that's awesome, man. They are a great group still. David is weird, but I think he's on the spectrum and he's fun. I love him. Time starts to fly, it does. And time flying is real. Young folks, slow down and take it a day at a time. Agreed, Tony. And young, dumb, and full of, we did some dumb shit, to be honest. And you're right. Sometimes we didn't have the wherewithal, the knowledge, the mileage, the experience, the traumas to do that. Maybe it was because we were cranked so full of testosterone and adrenaline. Lots of Nexiproxin and Gabapentin. Turned 42 today. Congratulations, Atlas. Happy birthday, brother. Way to go, good man. And yep, the age of a tree. That's a great one. Happy birthday. Let's wish Atlas a very happy birthday. He's a good man. 42, you're young, brother. And stay young. Oh my goodness, that's great, man. And is that, I got to ask my doctor first, is that going to cause any issues with low iron counts and stuff? Because the acetaminophen isn't doing jack. I'm wondering if that would be, I'll ask my doc. Everything goes through the hematologist now, damn it. And especially because it's Greek, it really irritates me too. It's all Greek to me. And by the way, hematologists are all freaking weird. It's because they're too smart. But I'll have to look at that. Happy birthday to Atlas, man. The Joy Ramone said, I don't want to grow up. Yes. Don't. Don't ever truly grow up. Get older, never grow up. Wow. There is? Ooh, Brian. Must be in England, I'm thinking. Or is anybody else here from elsewhere? I see acetaminophen everywhere, but it doesn't do anything. I don't know. It's good for headaches. It's not good for joint pain. Does that make sense? I hope. I think scientifically ibuprofen is better for joint relief, pain relief, stuff like that. And the acetaminophen, nothing against it. It's made my autism higher. Is not so effective. And I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you guys get a shipment soon. Oh my God. In fact, you're right, Tony. We'd be busted up even. Maybe that's why we are busted up from all the dumb shit we did back in the day. And indeed, Tony, happy birthday to Atlas. Tony, yup. Great guy here. JD, what's up? What's up? And Eros, what's up? What's up, brother? Oh my God, Tony, you're right. What the heck? The first three I met, I was just like, are you from planet Earth? But actually, I found one. She's nice. She explains the stuff to my doctor who breaks it down. Because I'm like, what the? Even he's like, she's too smart. And he's not a dumb guy either. I mean, there are some dumb doctors out there with an MD. This guy's highly intelligent. And he's looking at her like, but she is a good one. Now that she was able to explain some things with his help. Because she's in a different parallel universe. I don't know. They are weird. In fact, yeah, they are. Everyone I've met is strange, Tony. You're right. But I'm also grateful for them. They saved my life. Fish oil. I might have to ask her about that. I have to be very careful because I came literally close to. They don't know how I'm alive. I don't even know why I'm alive. After such low hemoglobin, iron, blood counts, that should be a dead man. And I'm not. I'm grateful. I'm very grateful for this opportunity to be alive more than ever. Can't be good for the liver like anything else. True. The liver does seem to. Generic Aleve. I'm wondering, I'll look that up. I think Aleve didn't work for me, Atlas, if I remember correctly. Only Advil does. Oh, God, my memory problems. I already can't remember shit, too. Yeah. So, yikes, Atlas. That's a good one. How are you celebrating your birthday today, sir? Happy birthday, man. Yes. Buzz Lightyear and the Toy Story. Oh, my God, that's right. Buzz Lightyear was fun. What was the name of that movie? I forgot. They came out with, I only saw the first one. I think it was Toy Story or something like that. Great first one, at least. And I love that story. The Lord works in mysterious ways. Indeed, Tony. Sometimes you just have to look up at the sky or the trees or the ground and just accept the chapters that we are on. Good, bad, or indifferent. We just got to have faith and also be resilient. Yeah, indeed, Atlas. No, you are a success story, sir. And I do appreciate your candid honesty because you are helping people here too. That's our key goal. We're here to serve others. It's not about ourselves. Sometimes take care of yourself, as you know. First the oxygen mask, then for others. But we all also have to help one another. We all are each other's brother and sister's keeper. I don't know, Alexa. Age, multiple knee blowouts, hernias, age, to be honest. I hope, Alexa, you can stay young as long as possible. And when you get older, please, I can't recommend this enough. Don't run 13 miles like I did every day in my early 40s, which was stupid. Got a nice scar on my leg to prove the LCL rib. Don't go extreme weightlifting and bulk up. Got a hernia out of that. But if you can, find a healthy balance. Like I'm actually back starting running again, doing 3 miles at the most. Weightlifting is very minimal right now, but we're going to expand on that. But I recommend it. I recommend exercise to everybody because it gives you good endorphins, it brings you serotonin levels up. It's very important to concentrate with too. I find it. The last year I've not been able to exercise at all. I've had back problems, knee problems. Ultimately, it was found to be mostly blood loss that led to that, and I'm grateful. Hey, that plane guy. How are you stuck in too, brother? Because I can't get the damn car out. Nice to have a local yokel here too. What's up? Toy Story 1. Yep, that was a great one, Brian. The creativity. See, that's not a movie with, it's an animated movie. But look at the genius of it. Or Monsters, Inc. Genius. Those are good ones. Oh, man. So likewise, Tony, and I actually do hope we can do a get together. I really want to hang out with you and the judge at Oshkosh. It would be an honor. It would be a great honor to meet you guys in person. All of y'all, to be honest. And we must stay good people. And likewise, I'm blessed, we all are, to have gotten to know each other, to share things, to be there for each other. And, whether it's aviation, country music, or, thinking about the Rockettes, it don't matter what it is. It matters we do it together. And I'm not thinking about those beautiful legs right now at all, I promise you. Maybe. Oh, yeah, it did, Tony. Ripping the LCL, that shit sucked. I literally fell to the ground. And by the way, this is again, service above others. Thankfully, I met a nice lady, and eventually a nice man helped me get up there where I needed to go and got me to the hospital. And it was a full LCL rip. And so, yeah, I had surgery, another one. And I'm also grateful for the doctors and nurses, especially the nurses. No offense to doctors. They were great. Yep, it burned right out. Yeah, I was always a runner, Alexa. I'm returning to 3 mile runs, and I'm so grateful. In fact, the other day I did a 2.5 mile run, and I cried of happiness a little bit because until you realize you don't have the ability and you think it's been forever banned, which it was, until they found out I had iron and hemoglobin issues, it hurt. I was a high school runner, ran in college, on track and across country. I'm not obviously the same size that I can run 4-minute miles anymore. But even in my early 40s, I was running 7-minute miles over 13 miles. That won't be happening now. I don't even care about the time anymore. You know what? Once you've seen enough crap, if I run a 20-minute mile, run a 10-minute mile, it's fine. And I was into long distances. I was obsessed. It was actually how I dealt with a lot of trauma, and I went over the line, if that makes sense. I got too bulked up. I got too. In your early 40s, you shouldn't be running 13 miles a day. It's 7-minute mile clips. It was nuts. But back in high school, I mean, I'm not there anymore, but 4:54 now is considered slow. Back in the day, 4:54 was considered extremely fast. Now it's 4:20 as the benchmark, at least. Oh, you did a 36-miler. Props to you. Did you do it all at once or did you break it up, Alexa? Admittedly, stay young and keep at it. That is a very noble activity. Yes, salad. I agree with you, Brian. Although not giving up occasionally, like indulging. You know what? Have you ever done that before, Brian? I made the mistake of going all hardcore. And while I had the best looking body of my life, I realized that was torture in a way. So now it's about like once a month, I'll have a cheat day. Or I'll have once a month an ice cream. I gave that up. I gave up like so many things. And now I'm like, you know what? From a few extra pounds, I'm a few extra pounds. Combat Flight Simulator sounds fun. Which platform's that on, Arrows? Yeah, Tony, it was wild. Taking it easy with the dogs and now with y'all. Indeed. Thank you for joining us, Atlas, on your birthday. And, yep, thank you. We try to be cool cats and chilling. And, yeah, heck yeah, have that pizza. Atlas, we'll get you the, what is it, what are they called? The damn triglycerides. We'll get you the, what's that medication? The statins, man. You'll be all right, brother. This age, we're all starting to get cholesterol and blood pressure and all that other nonsense that we really don't have a choice on. It's in our DNA. Thank you, ancestors, you bastards. No, I'm just kidding. It's true. No, I hope you Dogs are the best friends. Which kinds do you got? Are they mutts or what types you got? Because I got a mutt, and I'll tell you, man, that's the best family member ever, man. Nice, 2016 to 2019. I like Brian. A 30-minute journey. Yep, take the car and go by those runners and go, ba, ba, da, da, da. Keep running, keep going. Yep, that'd be very helpful. Offer fish and chips to them, too, while they're running. I'm sure they'd love that. Or bring up stomach issues when they're running. You know, that's a great way to make friends. When we used to competitively run, I kid you not, we would do that. Our high school coaches and college coaches would always bring us up, remind us, your running is psychological warfare. So we'd go running by somebody and go, God, my stomach hurts. I think I have cramps. Do you? And people would, I know it's wrong now, but heck, they did it just too. So love is all's fair in love and war. Yeah, it is. In fact, that's good lap playing that you're doing it too. 3 miles is good daily. It's good cardio, but it's not stepping over a crazy Rubicon. Yeah, same, Tony. In fact, I was lucky enough to go through my college years and a little older, getting in the fours, the high fours. But now, I kid you not, I went to a track meet. They looked at me like, that's slow. And I was like, are you out of your minds? 454, 453? Are you nuts? And they're like, dude, the current mark is 420 to be ideal. I'm like, holy crap. And then I realized, you're right. What was his name? Webb ran the 3-minute, 50-second mile. So that alone is incredible. Damn, 4-minute miles. Got hung up on the rear bumper of a pickup truck. Oh no, man. But you know what? Good for you. Isn't it great, Tony, that feeling when we were young? They do, Tony, admittedly. That's part of what it is. And also they have better training techniques, better health. We did some dumb stuff back in the day. I'm sure you guys did too. Like our cross-country coach was, when we got injured, run it off. Worst thing you could do, and I don't blame him. It's just what the man knew at the time, you know? Oh, tendonitis is very painful. But yeah, you're right. It's probably a sign to a degree. I still have tendonitis flare-ups and arthritis. But stay young as you can, Alexa. And also, I fully recommend Hoka's and also some Under Armour shoes that have I forgot what you call it. My doctor showed me them. I forgot what it's called in the back. It's raised up. Takes a lot of stress off. Tony, I don't blame you, brother. In fact, just thinking about it, you're right. It does hurt, but it feels so good to get the endorphins up and to be healthy. One stretch took you 12 hours. That's awesome, Alexa. Is that Ragnar by any chance? Oh, nice. It's on a PC. That should be fun. Combat flight sounds fun. Spice, now I pay the price. You weren't kidding, Tony. Yeah. GERD and other issues as we age, they suck. There's not enough Malox in the world to clear that out. Montezuma's revenge. Yep, them stomach cramps, you got to run through them. Been there, yep. Underfloor, flying. Now, man, and you're right. Nowadays, you also did that too. That's funny. I used to smoke a cigarette and then go run off. I had a gym coach. He's still pissed at me. It's funny we stayed in contact. I purposely smoked a cigarette and ran a 4-minute mile just to piss him off. Guess who's laughing now? He's like, do you want to try that again? I'm like, nope. And you're right. Everything, we're not allowed to do that anymore. And also, the world has changed. I'm glad that the world has changed in that respect. Put that habit down years ago, and yep. I accept age, you know? It used to be a fight. Late 20s to early mid-30s was, oh, I fought it. There's no fighting it. You know, it's just, we accept it. Yeah, good for you, Atlas. Statins can help. And you're right. It is a personal challenge, indeed. Beans, rice, peppers, and onions, with the occasional indulgence. Good for you, Atlas. Don't suffer like take everything away. That's the way to do it. 200 gigabytes in one video clip? Oh, you definitely have plenty of space, Arrow. That's a hell of a computer. But yeah, Atlas, man, happy birthday, and definitely get some cake today, brother. Oh my God, I love that, Brian. The couch, that would be better than the man on the couch. That would be like Would be freaking cool. I guess we'd have to get some seriously good seat belts. Good for you, that plane guy. 20 to 30 minutes a day plus 50 sit-ups and push-ups. Oh man, get into the weights, that plane guy, especially at your age. Do it. Just don't go top heavy as us naughty creatures do often, because that will end up in a hernia. Trust me, it sucks. The Living with a Hernia song by Weird Al Yankovic is true. It feels bad. But I hope you do. In fact, I'm getting back into weightlifting a little bit, but I'm not going to be top heavy this time. It's going to be more of a nuanced, balanced approach. Tony, it sounds like we had the same coaches. Yeah, Father Time does challenge us, and it does remind us. Lift as much as possible. Props to you, man. It's all good, Atlas. You can do it just one step at a time. Don't do it the DC Mike extreme way of going absolutely insane and losing electrolytes and other things that's not healthy. You're doing it the right way, and you're doing it correct, slow and steady. That's what my doctor says now. Today, Alexa, no. Tomorrow and Thursday, yes. And yeah, that job, yeah, it's like the 3-letter word, right? Work is a 4-letter word. They do, Tony. Have you experienced the joy of an inguinal hernia? Way to go! Yeah, that plane guy, nice, good for you. And I'm this. Hey, we all are the same. And you know what? Yeah, I've lost since the little hospitalization that was a week. I've lost 12 pounds or 10 pounds maybe. It's not a huge accomplishment, but it's steady. I agree with my doctors too. It's slow and steady. And I do have the gut still working on it, but that's also an age thing too, and I accept that. I'm not wearing 32 pants anymore, 34 pants anymore. 2%, damn, that's a hell of a download, brother. Bullet Train, well, they do go fast, and you're right. That long nose is fascinating. In fact, isn't it China that has the world record fast one? I think it goes like 320 miles an hour or something like that. That's crazy. There's a YouTube video where you see these folks standing on a bridge. It just goes right under them so fast. With the overhead, it was probably a drone or overhead camera somehow. Slow and steady does win the race. You're right, that plane guy. It does. It's okay to be competitive, but if you get too competitive, it's like a drug. I know you're releasing all those endorphins and other stuff, but it becomes an obsession. And I'll admit, I was guilty of it for years. I'd hit the gym every day hard. No breaks, no nothing, no leg day, no arm day, full on everything. Well, lesson learned, slow and steady. Yeah, and never agreed. Yeah, it sucked. It was partly related, Alexa, mostly, because in my 40s, I shouldn't have been lifting, like thousands of pounds a day. I was lifting like literally for a while. I mean, now I have really nothing. But I used to have, it was probably here. I had some anacondas, some pythons. But it's okay. I'm okay with the atrophy. It's better to be balanced. And my doctor has allowed me to get some bulking back in, but moderate. He's monitoring every bit of it because he's like, you crazy bastard. We're pattern seekers. He's worried that we're pattern seeking primates. He's worried that I'm going to go full bore again. Well, I can tell you this, I'm not. I got the discipline now. But I have a doctor monitoring just to make sure. Japan, it could be Aerosafin. Yeah, either way, I love them and I think they're fun. Yeah, I got you, Alexa. That's all good. Bulking works, yep. As long as you don't do it the Mike way, the DC Mike way. That's like crazy. I mean, there were days I lifted 100,000 pounds. I mean, cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo. Human body's not meant to do that. Japan and France are building even faster. Do you know what speed they're going to get to, Tony? Because I wish we could do that over here, to be honest. I know the cost is probably exceeding the demand and supply. In fact, it's a shame that Amtrak really does. Got to say, I wasn't impressed. And the cost was even more than flying. Yeah, don't be too big if you can, Alexa. I learned the hard way. And it's actually good that you're doing it. And especially, one of my ex-girlfriends is correct. Be toned. She's right. She's a friend, and I consider her to be wise. And she's right. Toning is what it's about. Oh my God, they do. In fact, you're right. That plane guy, you're right. Could you imagine DC to Baltimore and that super train they're considering will go, I think from DC to Baltimore in 12 minutes. Don't quote me on it. It is. If we can get to that even, I don't think it's quite as fast, but that's still amazing to think. From the Baltimore, Washington, DC region, as it's called. Oh man, Tony, Sam, I used to, and now I just look at them and I go, nice noodles. It's okay, Tony, though. You know what? We are who we are, brother. Japan is looking at 400 miles an hour. That's crazy. 9%. So that's downloading pretty quick. You must have a good connection and a good fast processor era. Yeah. Eat battery acid and be okay. Oh, you're lucky you could still enjoy that while you can, Atlas, because it can change really quick. Oh, well, it's interesting. Former addicts with chronic pain tend to love hot food. Oh, I didn't know that. That's interesting. And give you a dopamine hit? Maybe with Malox, I'll try it, because all it causes here is a hit somewhere down below, and it's not fun. Montezuma's revenge, brother. But that's great. So you can eat, like, enjoy it while you can, because, yeah, I think it was like 46 when, well, crap changed, so to speak. And also it caused heartburn and GERD. 12 minutes. Yeah, you can go to DC to New York City. Is that on one of the Acela trains, I guess, Tony? Those are expensive, though. Oh, okay, that's cool. You're right, for there I would like it. Or the VRE I love. Or MARC trains in Maryland, too. I don't know. Maybe I got on the wrong trains. They felt outdated, kind of uncomfortable. Admittedly, being tall could be part of it. The the train ride to Florida was interesting to be able to take the car, but good God, man, I almost fell out of that second bunk even with it multiple times, and it was very uncomfortable. It was very the whole way. But you're right, Culpeper's beautiful. In fact, maybe there the rates are a little lower, I'd hope. Oh my God, they did it awful, Atlas. In fact, God knows how many, what was it, millions or billions? Good to hear, Tony. That for once. Maybe if the trains, I like trains, to be honest, like riding on them. Like VRE and MARC do it very comfortably. They actually give you enough room to actually stretch out. The Amtrak's I've been on, maybe I got on the wrong cars, the older ones, but it was very uncomfortable. Same, Brian. We're definitely aviation heavy. But let's hope at least trains can be another option, you know? Yeah, the majority of rail in the U.S. is private freight. And you're right, the demand isn't there. And it would be a major investment. We're talking billions of dollars. Yeah, it was. In fact, Tony, that's the one that I took years ago down to Stanford, Florida. It was a fortune. Was it worth it for my son? Yes. But I can't afford it now. And I just saw the price increases, and I was like, damn. Back then, I think it was when it was about 11 years ago, 12 years ago. It was worth it. It was more reasonable compared to inflation now. Now I could not afford it. No. In fact, it would cheaper just to fly in direct to Orlando. But it was an interesting experience. I will say that. It was different. Yeah, it's oh nice. So you lived off of 95 in Lorton? Nice, the plane guy, because it was interesting. I'll give it that. Just don't expect to sleep well. But it is cool that you could bring your car with you. That is, and by the way, kudos to the railroad of employees that were very good about how they did the organization of cars and everything else. They were a genuine pleasure, by the way. I liked the folks on the cars, and nice service, by the way. Had to do it to get a car, so it was the only way. It wasn't that bad. Yeah, Tony. Were you able to sleep through the bumps and it doesn't move very quick? That I liked, actually. I found it relaxing to look at the countryside, to look out in North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia. And then Florida was awesome. When we woke up in the morning and see Florida, it was fascinating to see all the orange groves and I think that's what they're called, or orchards or whatever, farms. Oh, you're lucky. Okay, maybe that's part of it. You slept through a tornado. Wow. Props, Tony. Yeah, the only places I can sleep with loud things are planes or gun ranges for some reason. But we're all weird in our own neurodivergent ways. I hope everybody was safe in that tornado because they are no joke. I've seen what an F-Zero can do, and I'm already like, what the heck? Damn, $10 billion. That's horrible. And then 168 billion more. That's crazy. Nah, I don't know. A lot of politicians, I just ignore them, to be honest, Atlas. They're all like the Latin term, blood-sucking bugs. Hi, Empire. How are you doing? Yeah, the range is great because you know they're all shooting downrange and you're a safe environment. And it's a nice sound. Yeah, the world saying that Elon could afford to pay for it, probably. The only problem is demand. I do wonder, Brian, about the demand thing. Yeah, Tony, indeed. It's expensive, and sometimes you got to wonder, okay, well, good intentions maybe, but bad results, and they are a problem. Because most things do start with good intentions, to serve others, to be better, but sometimes the people behind it, you got to wonder what kind of is greasing the skids. Money is the root of all evil, especially in that racket. Track the extra $4.03 I missed on my tax return, yet lose. You're right, that plane guy. Isn't it screwed up? You're right. You're right. They lose, and there's no accountability. We need to change that somehow. Yep, and everything, and the taxes are getting crazy, and the cost of inflation is insane. Good God, 13%. You're rocking it, Arrow. Georgia. He said Georgia, indeed. Georgia on my mind. I won't disgrace Ray Charles, man. Great man. Great song. And Georgia. Also, Midnight Train to Georgia, Gladys Knight and the Pips. Heck yeah. It was on Amtrak ride. Great. Oh, my God. And you're right. The countryside from a train is interesting, isn't it, Atlas? Also, the towns. You see the right side of the tracks and the wrong side of the tracks, if that makes sense. It's nothing against the people that live there personally, but you see areas of high economics and low economics. You see so many diverse landscapes. I'm not surprised. The Marine Corps, awesome. They got their stuff together. I agreed, and Brian, the scary part is 99% of the money is controlled by 1%. That is scary. I have nothing wrong with, there's nothing wrong with people making money, but let's be honest. Let's be a little more equitable. Let's be a little more reasonable. And there are people with lots of money that do donate, not just for tax reasons, for good reasons. Props to them. Oh, the Alaskan train. Now that plane guy, yes. That would be absolutely incredible. Absolutely beautiful landscapes. Beautiful countryside. Oh my goodness, that would be awesome. You're right. That would be phenomenal. That would be awesome. Oh God, I love Seven Spanish Angels. Yep. Yeah, that's top tier, brother. I agree. I love that song. And also hit the. I like Hit the Road, Jack. I don't know. There's something about his voice changing, but for lyrics and that combo, A plus. Great song, Atlas. Also, do you like the Willie Nelson song? It's something about a train called Louisiana or something like that. I forgot the name of the song. Oh, the Sunset Limited. Where did that go, Tony? To see the countryside is amazing. And from that level, too. Oh, nice. So you got to see it from above, that plane guy. What was it like to see the different landscapes, and which parts did you see? Because that must be amazing. What's up, Uga? How are you doing today? Must be amazing. Oh, crud. It's almost 10 o'clock. I do apologize. I'm going to have to run in a few. Oh, man, Empire. I'm sure there's a lot of good opportunities up there. And would you be able to handle the winter cold, though? Ah, from Chicago to LA must have been amazing, Tony. Were you able to see some of the Navajo lands on the way? And good to see you, Olga. What are you up to today? And hello, Alex. Good morning. Planes rock. Which one's your favorite? So many great Willie. It's something about the train to New Orleans. Damn it. Good morning, Jar Choco. How are you doing today, buddy? Hope all is well in Denver town. It's 1500. Wow, Brian. Those time zones are wild. Any good plans today? Oh, my goodness. And you're right. To get up there would be probably very peaceful, agreed, that plane guy, because the population density is so low, it's natural. Oh, yeah. The AC 130 is a beast. Yeah, I'd like to do that plane guy. That's on the bucket list, to go to Alaska over sea, train, and also by boat. It would be fascinating. That's good, Jar Chaco. It takes time sometimes, brother, and it is a sad thing, but at the same time, love that team, and they're going places. They are. I get much of Leslie, indeed, Brian. And if anybody does see Leslie, please let her know we're here for her. We're a non-judgmental zone. We'll do what we can to support her as best as possible. And yeah, same. I'm heartbroken for her loss. That trauma was very real she's going through. You're probably right, that plane guy, because so many up there with the density of space. And happy belated birthday to you, Alex. Hope you had a great one. Yeah, I'm sure they are, Jar, and it's a shock that they're back. I literally was like, if we go 9-7 this year or 9-8, that'll be great. So stunned. I think a lot of that is just luck sometimes, but also they've played like a team, and the coaching, Vrabel's been awesome. Got to see, I was kind of like, we'll see, because I liked him, but wow. Oh, man, Tony, I hope you get the chance, because it's interesting. It is interesting. It's a different perspective. It's a different latitude, if that makes sense. Hey, cheers to you, Atlas. Happy birthday, brother. Much love to you and all in Mississippi, and have a great, great birthday. Oh, no, Ollie, what's going on, man? We're here. We're here. Anytime, Alex, anytime. Me and my dad just walked away. So you're with your dad now? Oh, all good, Brian. And likewise, I got to, unfortunately, in a few pull it, because got to go. Hey, it's all good. Yep. I agree with Tony. Hang in there. This is just one moment, okay? Just one moment. There's 1 hour and 40 minutes left. Oh, okay, that's not too bad a time for a download. It's not bad at all, Era. And you got to put up more videos today, because I'll try to remember your new name. If not, just remind me. I'll get it up. Aviation, man. So you're with your dad. Is mom okay, though? Like, and also, are you okay? You're the most important here, because you're young. It's not your choice. This is not your battle, brother. Yep, indeed. And yeah, that's the right approach, Jar. And don't worry, I've been despondent so many times. The Red Sox used to cheat or screw up at the last second. Like the 1986 World Series, man, that broke my heart. One literally out away, and they threw it out away. Just for an error. I like this. The Crow. It can't rain all of the time. It will get better, man. It may not now, but it will. Hang in there, brother. That's great. That's a great one, Atlas, and it's true about life. November rains will occur, painful ones. But also, eventually, after the rain, the sun does come up. Okay, aviation, and it's normal to feel that way. It is. It's very normal to feel that way, and I'm sorry your mom and dad are having some kind of chaos this morning, but I'm glad that your dad seems to be supportive today, at least. Heck yeah, Alex, upside down. Turn that frown upside down. Yeah, that plane guy, Yep, indeed. That plane guy, we never get to pick our parents, our families. And you're right. That's cool of you to do that, because things have turned around a lot. I don't know, Alex. When it comes to commercial, definitely the 747. Military, the Raptor, or the Eagle? What would you go with? That's the fun thing about planes, is there's no wrong answers. That is true. No such wrong answer. Obviously, we're not going to get the right flyer to go against an F-16, but there's nothing wrong with either. They're all fun. They all have a quality about them. Oh, I love the 727, that plane guy. God, I miss those. And the older 737s are missed too. Nothing against the new ones, but man, the old ones were so reliable, so efficient, so safe. And I'm not saying the new ones aren't, but as we know, they've had some issues. But now they're rocking the house. They're taking off. They're really doing good. Oh my God, the DC-3 and Empire. Once I get back to Dover, Delaware, I promise to upload videos of the C-47 Skytrain because that is awesome. Also the same with the DC-3 because there's one there, one at Hagerstown Regional Aviation Museum, and there's one at DC's Air and Space Museum. That is that's a legend. There's still many of those flying. That's a legend. Yep, it is. Oh, okay, Shannon Airport. I'm trying to remember where that is, that plane. That sounds familiar. Is that Front Royal or in Virginia, I think? Somewhere, Fredericksburg? I've heard of that. I just can't think of where it is. I know it's not too far from the DC area. Might be worth. Oh, okay, somewhere in Virginia. It's probably off of 95, and God knows 95 will cause you to turn 95 instantly. Love you, brother. Atlas. Keep coming on. I agree. We may not know each other personally, but we can relate in each other. You're right. And we are all brothers and sisters. And, yup, we're all here for you. And I agree with you, Atlas. We're always here for you too, bro. And everybody. We just chilling. We just chilling. And if it's up to be, it's up to us. It's true. We must be each other's brother and sister's keeper, always. It's our duty as primates, as humans. Ah. And much prayers to Leslie, because she right now is going through a hell that none of us would ever want to experience. And to aviation, keep your head up, sir. Let's see, Alexa. Actually, I miss a lot of mostly our aviation, but occasionally I'll delve into full recommendation on Gensense. I find Ash very honest. What about you? That's one of my main favorites, to learn more about colognes and trends. He's a good guy. His wife is funny as hell. I wish he'd put his wife on more because Chelsea's hilarious. Hey, blessings to you, Atlas. Cheers and happy birthday, brother. Seriously, have a great one. Astrom, okay, I'll have to check that one out, that plane guy. Fantastic space documentaries. Gensense, yeah, it's called Gensense. It's got a guy named Ash. He's been, a lot of influencers are dishonest. He's not one. He's actually very honest. Although sometimes, it's subjective. I got to give him credit. He responded once. I was joking with him about the new product paradigm. And sorry, it's just very generic. It's too expensive. And he conceded you know what I liked his answer? He's right. He goes, a lot of people feel the exact same way you do. And although I love it, I understand. He seems like a pretty top-notch guy. Hey, same Empire. I'm going to have to probably roll. And by the way, stay on here. You're always welcome here. Everybody's welcome here. Yeah, a little bit, Alexa. It's kind of a hobby. Not really a passion per se, but I like to dress up. When I'm going out somewhere, I want to look professional, make a good appearance, if that makes sense. I'm not into appearances. I know it sounds silly, but when I'm going somewhere and meeting somebody or interviewing somebody influential for an interview, I want to look respectful to them, if it makes sense. I don't always wear a suit and tie, but I'm going to at least look business casual. And I want to be conducting myself in a way that is worthy of their time, if that makes sense. Oh, heck yeah, do it, man. Oh my God, that plane guy. And keep at it, brother. I love your, hopefully one day you and I can hang out and do some flight videos together, man. It would be funny. I love hanging out with locals. In fact, or if you're ever at Udvar Hazy, you can come in with me. Hi, Mike. Hi, Bill. Hi, Maureen. You know, it's funny. You know, like they joke, here's your mail. Your bills came in. Damn it. And then I walk out the door as a joke, you know. They're nice people over there. And also, much respects to Matthew of their security team. He's helped me with my ADD find my index cards to memorize stuff or remember stuff. Heck yeah, it'd be great, man. And plane guy, I hope you can de-ice too, because yeah, I was gonna go to DCA today, but that car ain't going anywhere. Can't lie. It's low to the ground and it just ain't going anywhere. And it's better for everybody to be safe. And hope you, if you can do it, I just stay safe out there, because the roads in the DMV are not good right now. Yeah, same. I think we'll all be moving by next Monday, I hope. I'm sure it'll be earlier than that, but you know what I mean. I can tell you one thing. I've got a lot of instant potatoes. They're all right. But my goodness, man, I'm getting ready for some real food. Boiling mashed potatoes is kind of overrated, if you know what I mean. Need to get a little mix to it, maybe some fruits and veggies to them out. So, yep, that was my fault. Poor planning, but you know, us guys, we're not exactly the best sometimes. But yeah, I hate to do this. I got to roll. But Brian, that plane guy, Aviation Ollie, if you're still on here, everybody, you guys have been great this morning. And prayers for Leslie. Leslie, if you see Leslie Field, please acknowledge if you see her and let her know we're here for her. And yeah, good for y'all. But yeah, it's getting kind of tiring, that plane guy. And peace out to y'all. And Atlas, if you're still there, happy birthday. And Aviation Ollie, peace be with you, especially, brother. And Brian Stone, Fox, everybody.